Oh, that's a sweet ass.
I'm a nobody, baby. Light me up, pour me up. I'm gone. Got me seeing genies in a bottle. Liquor got me feeling like a wrestler. Call me Santiago. Everyone listen when I speak. Don't know shit about shit, but I know ball.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Two Nobodies with the Mic, episode 153. How's everyone doing out there? Guys, we are live on YouTube. We are live on Instagram. Thank you guys for joining us. You guys know the deal already, right? This is an interactive show. So talk your shit, right? Eddie Money will
Already starting.
It's already started, man. It's already started. Welcome in, guys. Another beautiful Wednesday night. We got big time SEC football. We have great Big Ten football. Hockey season just started, Rafa. Basketball's a week and a half away. Playoff baseball, Yankees, Dodgers. It's just fucking great. But let's get into introductions, man. In the center stage, executive producer Eddie Money's in the house. What up, man?
What's up? What's up?
How's life treating you?
Chilling. Doing really good right now.
Oh God.
Dude,
Who's
starting early.
what's Dude McBoob? What up, Dude McBoob? What up, man?
Tell Mexican Jay Glazer there that Penn State lock was pure genius.
Oh
Was
my
that me,
God.
Eddie?
Huh?
I
Was
think,
that me?
Yes. It might have been both of us.
Might have been.
I mean, come on.
Me.
Come on. I mean, who
Was it
didn't
not
have
everybody?
Yeah.
It had to have been. I don't.
Yeah, I will easily take that on the chin. No, giggity.
I thought
But-
that was just fucking common sense. It felt like
I mean, yes, James Franklin took it to a whole. He has levels of astasticness
Oh,
that
bro,
we,
this
did,
is-
Never
like,
seen
we
him
didn't
before.
even know he could achieve. Rafa, by the way, right
Bro.
there, Rafa, the guru, the one who knows all, the one who sees all, the one who puts his pelotas on the line, ready for you guys to talk shit. You guys never give him credit though. Never give him credit when he's right, but always
all right.
the first one to let him out. But he don't give a fuck, man. Rocking that fucking University of Alabama sweatshirt. That's fucking dope, Rafa. Roll Tide.
Thank you. Roll Tide.
How's life, man?
Good.
How was
Good,
how
good.
was how was Miami?
The
Miami's
Yams.
always great, man. Always
Always?
great. Always.
Yeah, sounds about right. I'm not gonna question that. Never been. Can't wait to go. But weather good. How was the golf? Come on.
Oh, the golf was fucking amazing. It's one of those courses that's just like wow. It's a
Any
wow.
gators?
It's a wow course. No gators.
No
no
gators.
Well
Okay.
kept.
Any Seminoles? Any hurricanes?
Nothing. Plenty of
Any,
hurricanes.
Big game for Miami. Guys, we're going to get into it all. But we only have one rule on this show. That is do not be a loser. We are the gambling show of record. We're going to give every line in the NFL. If you want to put a 16 game parlay on the NFL, we're going to give it to you. We're going to go over the big matchups in the SEC, which is a great week for college football, baby. We are in the thickest things. Alabama, Mizzou. I never thought that would be a great game, but I think it's going to be a great
I
game.
think it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. But we're going to get into it all, man. And then if you want, dude, listen, Rafi, when I say he sees all and knows all, you want some lines on hockey, he'll give them to you, man. Whatever you guys want, he'll give them to you. That being said, guys, let's head into our first segment. Everyone knows You're Fired, brought to you by Nomadic. Nomadic has a great sale right now, guys. 40% off all their stuff. I think it's like for 48 hours. Check out Nomadic. Sinead took her stuff to North Carolina. Gets a ton of compliments, and it's very functional. The gear is awesome. Shout out to Nomadic. Go check out the website. 40% off on not all the high-end stuff, but a lot of the stuff. And thank you guys. But let's get into You're Fired, You're Hired by Nomadic. Who wants to kick it off, man?
Before we
Okay,
started,
Oh, go ahead, Eddie Money.
Michael Brown.
While I do this, go ahead.
Michael Brown's art. He was shitting on my hat. He said it looks like Eddie Money's boyfriend had an accident on his hat. Actually says
dude.
3-time Super Bowl champion. It's a Raiders hat. Just want to point it out, Michael Brown.
Yeah, like
You guys have gear like that?
I have just I can keep this one because it's not like we're gonna add any patches soon, so it's all good.
It's gonna be a minute.
ouch.
Uh,
I'm in this.
What up, Rick?
What up, tricksters? What up, man? Everyone loves the Otani, Aaron Judge mock-up. Shout out to Jay Bird, the one who does our memes. He's doing face swaps. You should see the face swap for next week.
Michael Brown
Fire,
actually
man.
pointed out the fact of why we were late. He said Rafa was watching Judge and scratching his balls.
I was 100% scratching Judge's balls because he should have stole second. It was technically a strike, but it was ball 4, so he didn't get the stolen base. But it's all right, Mike.
You know what a great question would be, Rafa? You know, oh my God. Okay. What's the Mary?
Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill. I got one for Rafa. Fuck, marry, kill. Aaron Judge, Myles Garrett, and Patty Mahomes. Fuck, marry, kill. Go.
Oh man. Well, probably you gotta fuck, man, this is tough. I'd probably kill Myles Garrett.
What?
Yeah,
I'd probably kill Myles Garrett.
yeah, because if he goes up in you, he's gonna spit
Yeah, if
you
he
in half.
goes up in you, and then you gotta let Mahomes fuck you because he's feminine as fuck. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So he's
Yeah,
more
he'll be
feminine than
soft
the other
with you.
two guys, and then you marry Aaron Judge. I mean, you're walking around with a 6'7" dude, 6'9", whatever it is. I mean, fuck. Who's gonna
Yeah,
tell
and-
you anything?
Aaron probably has the most money too. If I would guess, he's probably richer than both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he
Based
does live
off-
in New York, so
Taxes are a bitch.
taxes.
Oh,
kill him.
He's taking Mahomes to Pound Town.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
look,
too good.
He picks out the guy he'd kill because he already fucked the other two.
Oh, he probably asked him to marry him too, and they both said no. So- oh God, okay, that threw me way off. You're fired. Brought to you by Nomadic. Guys.
Shit got
Shit
wild.
got weird
here.
quick.
Fucking wow.
Oh,
Straight lunacy in this
Woo!
motherfucker.
You gotta love it.
I gotta give you
Gotta
something
love it.
exciting, Mike. Something to get you excited about, man.
Yeah, man.
That's all.
So who wants to kick off your fired or you're hired?
Rafa, are you gonna start?
Yeah, I can go. I got a couple. I want to fire. First of all, the Phillies bullpen just been straight trash. Starting pitching, and then they've kind of let up. And listen, for me, what the Dodgers lineup, and I said from the beginning of the year, I think is the best lineup in baseball and best lineup we've probably seen in a while. Just to go through that lineup 3 times is proven that the Philly starters can't handle that. And because the 2 starters in the first 2 games were really, really good up until
Really
that
good.
6th inning and the 7th in game 1. But so that was basically the 3rd time around. Like, good hitters, when they see the same guy 3 times, that's a fucking problem. And the Phillies, I thought, should have gone to the bullpen earlier. But game 1, it was tough, to be honest with you, because he was just dealing. And they started calling the bullpen, and it was a shit show. But at the end of the day, it's proven that the Phillies bullpen has done absolute shit. They've been straight trash. And then I want to fire fucking Sark and Texas and Arch Manning.
The
Fucking
whole
just terrible. The whole fucking thing. Dude, they couldn't stop the run. Okay, a huge defensive line. They couldn't stop the run.
O-line's trash.
O-line's garbage. It's just all bad. Arch holds the ball long as shit. Sark seems that he's fucking lost half the time. It looks bad. Dude, to go from number 1 to start the season, preseason, top 25 to you're completely out of the fucking rankings is insane.
Crazy.
Wild, right? Wild.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 2 teams in the top, 3? Penn
No,
State.
they were 2. It was Texas and
Yeah,
Penn
yeah.
State were 1-2.
Yeah, that have fallen out. Oh wait, no. Penn State's still in, I think.
Penn State's
But
still in.
I thought they were out.
Texas has completely fallen out of the top 25, which is wild. Wild as F. A bunch of dudes driving in Lambos, and you're not even ranked, bro. Come on, man. I mean, that's fucking crazy talk.
Zach asked, "What am I wearing?" By the way, Zach, you only get these. These are sent to boosters only. So you get these. You get these when you're an Alabama booster. I send them. I send them $6. They send me one of these.
yes. Yeah. You just fed the third string cornerback.
Actually, no. Penn State did drop out as well. They're unranked.
Wow, that's crazy. You know what? While we're at it, I'm gonna fire James Franklin. It seems like the obvious choice, but like we said, the level of astastic, and it's not even that he can't win a big game, or he chooses the wrong players. I mean, that quarterback that transferred that is now at Mizzou, I think he leads the country in completion percentage. He has a weird Pimpala, so whatever his name is, 76% completion percentage at Mizzou. That guy was at Penn State. You chose Drew Aller. But the real reason I wanted to axe James Franklin is his post-game interview where he gave 4 or 5 excuses. We didn't handle the loss well last week. We had to travel. Well, you had to travel just like Oregon had to travel and go to a whiteout, maybe one of the toughest places to play in the country. Injuries, like, bro, he threw out the kitchen sink when it came to excuses and never once said, this is on me. And that's my problem with Brian Kelly at LSU. He does the same shit. He's like, I'm doing my job. These guys didn't come prepared. These guys didn't do this. The buck stops with the head coach in college football. I don't give a fuck who you are or what talent you have. You recruited those guys, you hired your coaches, and you're in charge of all 3 phases of the game. And Nico Yamavea, props to him. We had almost buried that kid alive. He resurrected his career, Rafa. He had an incredible game. And I mean, shout out to Jerry Neuheisel, man, and Rick Neuheisel. They first of all, they look like clones. I mean, they're clones. Very happy for the UCLA program. You remember the talk, Rafa, was around LA was like, is UCLA going to stop playing football? That's where we were 5 days ago, Rafa. 5 days ago, there was talk. Probably would have never happened, but there was talk about not playing football at a storied UCLA program.
Yeah. And fucking Penn State came into town and fucking somehow gave a fucking ass to UCLA. Who fucking knows? It was just awful. It was disgusting to watch, to be honest with you.
You have the highest paid defensive. I chose, did I not pick Penn State to win it all? Or at least go to the national champion? At least go to the national championship. And my reason is that they went and poached Ohio State defensive coordinator, made him the highest paid coordinator in college football. And I'm like, that's going to be the difference. That's why they're going to beat Ohio State this year. You couldn't beat UCLA. So, wow. So, does he make it, Rafa? Is this, I mean, by some crazy miracle, can he beat Ohio State? I feel like that's the only thing that could save his job.
I think that's the only thing that can save his job too, is by beating Ohio State. So they need to absolutely run the table, and then they might get back to the 12th spot. And that in running the table means beating Ohio State.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Ohio State is the best team, but they don't look it right now. Right?
Yeah.
Like at least I don't feel like they look it. I don't feel them as impressive as we've seen years past other teams were like, oh, that's a clear cut the best team.
Yeah.
But I think like they are the best team right now.
I watched, I got to rewatch a lot of games. I recorded a lot of games. I think it's happening. They looked really impressive this week. I think it's starting to, I mean, it started off slow in the first quarter, but I think Ohio State's about to, and you know what? That's what good coaches do. You know, you have a lot of with the transfer portal and guys going to the NFL. It takes 2, 3, 4 weeks to figure out who's good at what works, what doesn't, and they stack talent. They stack talent, and I feel like it's going to happen. And I mean, stranger shit has happened.
By the way, I said Ohio State was the best team. They're the best team in the Big Ten. I don't think they're the best team in the country. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that later
on. Real quick, to go through some comments. B-Tab is on Instagram. He said, what's good? B-Tab? Got Mikey with me watching. He said, fire the Dolphins. How bad are they?
Oh,
fucking dog. And what's up, by Franco?
What up, man? No, Dolphins are a shit show. Wait, actually, you fucking said they're going to playoffs. I said he would be. I said McDaniels would be fired before the season. This shit was lost. He had lost this team when the rumors were when Tyreek Hill came out and said preseason we didn't work that hard. Like we're gonna work hard this year. Last year we were kind of faking it. I was like, ooh, that's not good. Yeah.
Oh, filmed by Franco's ebook, by the way. It's good, man.
Yeah.
What up, ebook?
And
going down in the hood, man.
We got a whole bunch of fires in the comments. And Jacob said that James Franklin did say was on him after all the excuses. And Zach said no one's gonna fire Stark or Manning. Rafa, didn't you literally just say fire Stark? Yeah.
I did.
It's that ear blindness.
Yes. Yeah, he literally Zach fucking just. Dude, I did both. I literally did Sark and Arch Manning. By the way,
I think you the defensive line and the O line you fired as well.
The D line too, man. They were god off.
Rick Flores with a banger right here. Said, my firing once again. Hold the damn football when he crossed the line while running a touchdown. Stop showboating and let it go. Believe it was Phoenix this week. Yeah, it was the DeMercado from the Cardinals. Yeah. Should have been a 76-yard touchdown. Ended up being a touchback.
Can I say something about this? And this is what's fucking wild. Because I remember Deshaun Jackson did this. This is the first time I ever saw it. Just Sean Jackson did this coming out of Long Beach Poly. It was the Army-Navy game. He runs, I forget if it was a 90-yard TD return, but he did exactly that. He was showboating and let it go. And then it started becoming a trend. NFL running back coaches, I promise you, this is a technique. There's certain techniques to hold the ball, cover all 5 points. I used to teach that. But what you teach running backs and receivers, when you're going across the goal line, imagine the goal line to be the end line. And they hammer it. There's no way DeMercado hasn't been told that 500 times in practice. Run the ball to the end of the end zone, not the beginning. And you know what? I'll fire the NFL and the Arizona Cardinals. I don't know if you guys saw it today. And there's been differences of opinions on this where Gannon, the head coach, goes to him, screaming at him as two offensive linemen are like holding him and caressing him. It's okay, bro. Like, fuck that, dude. You're a professional.
Yeah, but he hit him. You know? He hit him, Eddie.
He did. And I didn't see that at first. I don't agree with. It was, yeah. And TJ Hushmanzada fucking said, you know, you're a man first. If a coach does that to me, and every coach knew I'm handling that shit because DeMercado, you know, these guys have children. If you let another man treat you like that, I didn't see that at first. I was very critical of the NFL and Cardinals. I think they fined him $100,000. But listen, I've shooken a face mask or two. You know, I've got into a kid's face.
I've done
it. Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'm proud of it, but you got to get in there and shake a face mask once in a while as a coach. But I think it was the aggressive. Was it a slap to the stomach or something?
No, I think he punched him in the arm.
Yeah.
It was
very noticeable. That's the thing. Because I was with you, and then when I saw it, I was like, oh, shit.
I saw the hit today. I was like, ooh, yeah. So, yeah, I'll take a step back on that. I mean, in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Totally acceptable.
You could have beat him up on the sideline and did him. You know what? He did drop a touchdown.
Yeah, Woody Hayes. Woody Hayes, famous coach of Ohio State. I mean, fuck. Yeah, he'll fuck you up on the sideline, man.
We got a firing from Michael Brown. He said he's firing Geno Smith and the Raiders. Aren't we all?
Fucking redundant as hell.
And then
we'll get into the Raiders
we'll
later.
Get into that. Zach is firing me as a fantasy manager. Said I have never made the 2 Nobody's playoffs.
Wow,
look, man.
That's personal. It has to be something behind this? A trade that you didn't?
It's because I didn't accept his trade. He sent me a trade for Neighbors. I declined it. Then he was out for the season the next day. He goes, should have accepted my trade.
Eddie's intuition, man. Eddie Money's intuition is elite. Any other firings you got out there?
Jacob has a question. He says, do you think people will start to complain about where college football is at right now with how spread out it is?
What do you mean by that?
I've had this conversation with family. I've said college football is great right now because of how spread out it is.
I'm going to give credit. I was up at 3:30 this morning. There's a show in LA with LeVar Arrington, Jonas Knox, I believe his name is, and Brady Quinn, who, as a Notre Dame quarterback, hated him. I used to make fun of him. Used to make fun of my son-in-law who had the same haircut, very douchey. But I think Brady Quinn is very smart and intelligent, and he has a theory behind this on why Alabama and certain teams, and why there's not clear-cut, the blue chips aren't as good as they used to be. And I thought it made sense. He said that with NIL comes a spreading of money. So kids that are 5-star and 4-star, they're all looking to get paid now. So Alabama, Michigan, Georgia, they're not able to stack the 5-star and 4-star blue chips like they used to, because kids are like, I mean, Texas A&M right now just got the #1 recruit in the country, a defensive end. He's going to not Texas A&M, Texas Tech. Kids are now literally hiring agents, and their agent's job is to go find the biggest NIL deal you can find. And Alabama, Georgia, USC, Notre Dame, they can't pay everyone now. Everything's on the books. So I thought that was interesting. Jacob, I don't know if that answers your question. It's definitely more spread out. There's more parity. This is where coaching has to be at a premium. This is where developing talent and coaching is going to come into play. I sort of dig it. What do you think about not my theory, but Brady Quinn's theory, Rafa?
I think it's a great theory, but until somebody can fucking knock off Ohio State I think Ohio State's always going to be there. I think they're just always going to be there, like Nick Saban's Alabama, even with NIL for Ohio State. Like, it doesn't matter. If you're an elite wide receiver, you want to go to Ohio State. Like, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, and it doesn't matter how much money you give Texas Tech and fucking Texas A&M and Texas and
or Texas.
Any of them. You can give them all the fucking money on the planet. They're not. Ohio State is still going to be one of the 3 best programs in the country, no doubt about it.
I mean, listen, what was his name? I forget his name. Ohio State didn't beat Michigan for like 12 years in the 90s. I forget his name. Pat Cooper? Coach Cooper.
Not anymore.
Yeah. I'm just saying, everything's cyclical. For you to say that Ohio State is always going to be, I get it. Like, facility-wise, historically, definitely location-wise, it's great. Here we go.
Says John Cooper.
John Cooper.
Of course he would know. He said that so fast.
Yeah, well, I guarantee you, McBoob knows. I don't think, and
you
he
could
was
ask
a great
him the
coach.
5th running back on their national championship. He would know.
He was a great coach, but he could not beat Michigan, and I think it was 12 years that he couldn't do it. Um,
Quote Shakespeare, Ohio State is a bunch of fags.
yes, was that in
Oh,
Macbeth? I think that was Macbeth.
That was
Yes,
Macbeth for sure.
I love it,
100%.
dude. I love it. I love it.
Zach has a hiring and a firing. He says, hire the Broncos, best team in the AFC, right, MB? And then
God.
he's firing Mark Sanchez, but hopes he recovers. I just saw he got stabbed.
Bro, he fought somebody. He fought like a big rig driver or whatever. And
Oh.
he probably was fucking roofied or took something that he maybe normally takes and he bought it there and it wasn't what it was or whatever. It's just wild. I mean, I could give
Yeah.
3 fucks. USC quarterbacks, I don't give a fuck about ever. So
Mission Viejo quarterback, man. Come on.
yeah, I don't give a fuck. He was a USC quarterback. He sucked fucking dick in the NFL. He had one little tiny run with the Jets.
Dude, that's the Jets' last run. Where's our guy? Our New York guy? He's not in right now. Let's stand up. That's the last time the Jets were good. It was when Mark Sanchez was there. You just can't discredit. And he was really good. When I say was, I don't think he's going to do it anymore. He was really entertaining and fun to hear when he was calling the game. But
Boom, not anymore.
I forget. Go ahead.
Last hiring from Rick Flores. He wants to hire the power slap end zone celebration done by the Cardinals. I saw that.
They got power slapped after fucking by the Titans.
Yeah, they got power slapped by the fucking Titans.
Yes, yeah. Big shout out to Big Vern, Kathy. He sent me that right away. That was a great celebration. Shout out to Big Vern, man. He was out at Power Slap. He was out in Vegas this last week. Some great matches. Hope to see you soon, Big Vern. Hope to see you soon, man.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a great celebration. Great. I mean, this last weekend was really good, man. NFL, super entertaining. I mean, there was some good games, bad games, but we're going to get it. I'm going to hire someone really quick. Not going to spend too much time on it. I want to hire the NCAA for finally switching the portal instead of having two sections or seasons of the portal. They went to one. It's only 2 weeks now from June 2nd to the 16th. I think this is going to cut down on a lot of the bullshit. It's going to be after the national championship. Remember last year, guys were transferring while the playoffs. Yeah, it was just fucking wild. I don't think it's completely fixed yet, but it's a step in the right direction. They definitely needed to do something. I'm sure the kids are still going to find loopholes, but also if a head coach gets fired, it also opens up the portal for kids and it gives them 15 days, which I think is fair. You know,
That's
these
great.
coaches 1000% tell these kids and their moms and their dads, I will be their daddy and they are going to be men. And then 2 weeks later, they take a job and these kids have signed on the dotted line. I completely agree with letting a kid be like, whoa, my surrogate, dad just fucking took another job somewhere. He just promised my mom and dad is going to take care of me, which they're not going to take care of you. But yeah, I dig that. And I just wanted to give a little shout out to the NCAA. They rarely do shit right. I think this is a step in the right direction.
Dude McBoob said there are colleges that will find loopholes just like Ohio State finds buttholes.
Actual statement.
Wow. Wow.
Phenomenal comments as always by Dude McBoob.
Yes. Well,
But
guys,
that wraps up your hired and you're fired.
Let's get to the good shit, man.
Yes, sir. Going to the NFL.
Get to the NFL, man. Eddie Money, how'd you do on your props?
4-1 in props again this week. Rafa also went 3-3 and went positive in college. Went 2-1. So you're in the green for both, whichever you followed. Make sure to keep up with our posts. Blue chips usually out Friday. Props usually out Saturday. So just make sure you're keeping up with them. You should be in the green 3 weeks in a row now.
Yes, sir.
Starting off Thursday night football, we got divisional game. Eagles favored by 7 going into New York to play the Giants. Over under 40.5.
Oh, this is gonna be an ugly fucking game on Thursday.
Agreed.
You think so, Rafa?
Thursday night games are always ugly. The Giants to go in there up 14-0 in New Orleans and then to not score another fucking point. What the fuck was Jackson Dart doing?
Yeah, what was he doing on some of those plays, man?
What
Like
the
that one
fuck?
when no one touches him, he doesn't switch the ball, it just like falls out.
I just don't understand. He looked awful. He
Yeah.
looked really bad. I mean, from 1 week to the next, he went from fucking stock up here to fucking stock down here. Yeah, he's a rookie, we know, but it got against the Saints, against one of the worst rosters in the league, up
Facts.
14-0, and there's only so much the defense can do, right? And
Yeah.
if the offense is giving them short field, if you're 3 and out, if you're fucking punting the ball right, like it's just tough for the defense. And so, the Eagles haven't looked good all year. We've been saying it. They're undefeated. We know. They just haven't looked like, oh wow.
Not anymore.
Well, yes. Before Sunday. Boom, not anymore. But they felt like the Chiefs. I've said it already. I've said it for weeks already. They look like the Chiefs from last year, where they just kind of got by. They're not scoring a lot of points, but they're winning the fucking games. Now they get the Giants, and the Giants have to be. They were high after that Chargers win, beat a good team, and now to lose to the lonely Saints, and then to come right back on a short week and host the Eagles, I think it's such a tough matchup for them. So totals 40. I don't think the Giants are going to score fucking 10 points, to be honest with you. I hope they do, but I don't think they are.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them to score. Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, and Saquon had a team meeting, after the loss. They talked about it. Why that gets out or who fucking leaks that, I have no idea why that would get out. The biggest issue and the most glaring point is, Rafa, is that the Eagles last year, ran the ball 51% of the time. And I think they averaged 4.9 yards a carry, average 179 rushing yards a game. And it has fallen off dramatically. Saquon, although he had the big catch, he's putting up decent numbers. They're only running the ball for 3.5 yards a game right now. They're averaging 99 yards rushing, and they're only running the ball 41% of the time. They lost their OC. Could this be the issue? It seems so obvious, right? Run the ball. But as much as they're not running the ball, AJ Brown's not getting fucking, catches. I feel like there's confusion on their identity. I think they'll figure it out, but you had, an all-time season with Saquon, and the rushing game has not been there. And I think the Pro Bowl tackle is not playing this game, Rafa, and we know how tough that Giants D-line is.
Yeah, I like the under in this game, to be honest with you. Under 40.5. I don't think the Giants are going to score. I think it's going to be like a fucking 17-6, 21-6 type of fucking ordeal.
No, I agree. I like the under as well. Division. These are huge rivals, right? Division game. They know each other well. I don't think Saquon gives a F about, I'm going to put it on. He's not that type of dude. Like,
right.
I think he dropped 176 yards on the Giants last time.
Yeah.
Saquon is just a good dude. He just wants to win. I don't think it's him saying, why am I not getting the carries? But it seems very obvious what the issues have been. And I don't know if it's because the tough teams they've played. The Rams are a tough defense. But, run the ball, play action. That should be what your identity is on offense. And it just feels like they don't know who they are yet on offense.
By the way, the under is 6-1 in their last 7 meetings and 7-3 in their last 10.
Take that under, boys.
Especially on Thursday night. You know how teams on a short week don't usually perform the best.
Yeah. Last year, the Eagles were 4th in offensive efficiency. Right now, it's early, but they're 15th. And
they're 15th, and they're still 4-1. So it feels like,
they're
just kind of going through the motions. Like they might be bored a little bit.
Oh man!
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying. When you get to a level of we're too fucking good, it just kind of like, all right, our division still sucks. The division sucks like Anthony Volpe sucks.
Oh, stop. Volpe's
They must really fucking suck.
the division, not what it used to be in past years, but I mean, Cowboys, Redskins, they didn't have. It's not trash yet. It's
Not
not
yet.
the.
With the board idea again, says MP.
Yeah. Here we go.
I just
So-
watched Mr. October pop up to fly out to right.
Oh
Unbelievable.
shit! I gotta put that game on.
What's the next game, anybody?
Zach goes under on it off first quarter and half.
The whole fucking thing, Zach. The whole
The
fucking thing.
whole fucking thing.
We got MB's team flying out to London. Broncos are favored by 7 to play the Jets out there. Over under 43.5. Justin Fields consistently getting garbage time points.
Yeah, garbage because he's
First-
a garbage ass fucking quarterback.
First 3 quarters, he does not produce anything, but he makes it a game in the fourth. He tries to put some points up to make the scoreboard look a little more respectable.
Against a tough Broncos defense. Against a super tough Broncos
Yeah.
defense. So, dude, I 7.5 though. You know, in those cross the pond games, they're always tight. Look at the game last week, fucking Cleveland and Minnesota. I think it's a tight game. I lean towards the Jets in the points, but I think Denver wins this game. And fuck, might not be close. You might get a backdoor touchdown late by Justin Fields.
Yeah, that's what I see coming too.
That's what they say, right? Defense travels unless you're the Cleveland Browns. But defensively, Denver is, right there. It's a top 3 defensive team. And if we've seen anything, is that the Jets not always, but have talent on defense and struggle offensively. So I think 7.5 is a little too much for my taste. I would stay away from it. But I agree with Rafa. I think 7.5 is just a little too much.
Peter Murphy's in the house. We just talked about how bad Dart fucking looked.
Yeah.
Peter, that was brutal to watch, man, against that fucking sorry ass Saints team.
You get to see your boy on the bright lights tomorrow night.
There you go, Mr. Murphy.
And then
what's next?
Coming back to the 10 a.m. kickoffs for us, we have another divisional matchup. Browns facing the Steelers. Steelers are at home. Steelers favored by 5.5. Over under 38. And I think it's still up for debate. I'm not sure if he officially announced if it was Dylan Gabriel or Shador this week. Right?
So 100% it's Dylan Gabriel.
Oh.
But there was
Shador's number 2.
There was a question I saw today on ESPN.
That's what I was confused about.
That they haven't named the backup quarterback yet.
He said,
why is that a question?
He asked if Shador is QB2. He said, we have to wait to figure that out or something like that, right?
Who the fuck is it going to be?
That was confusing as hell.
I was like, why would you answer it like that?
It's actually not confusing. It's showing you the lack of of respect that they have for him, actually. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, you're not even going to name me the fucking number 2 at this point? Like, wait and see, motherfucker. Wait and see.
Who's on their practice squad? Is it Zappy or
no? Is it Bailey Zappy?
I mean, who? I didn't know there was a number 4 quarterback on the fucking team.
Yeah. Technically, their number 3 is Deshaun Watson.
Oh my god,
who is out right now?
Mike says it's Zappy.
Zappy's probably their practice squad.
I like Pittsburgh in that game. Pittsburgh minus 5.5.
Coming off a bye week.
Coming off a bye week. And yeah, Watson is way injured. Yeah, I like the Steelers. Coming off a bye week at home against the Browns. We'll see how that goes, but I think the Steelers are going to beat them by double digits. I think Dylan Gabriel had, he felt, because if we look at that game, he had one good drive, maybe 2. The rest of it, I wasn't impressed with, to be honest with you. That's just me. Steelers defense hasn't looked good in the first three games that they played, or 4 games that they played. They haven't looked good. I think getting a week off and now getting the Browns at home, I think it's going to be a bounce back game for the Steelers, which is why I tried to claim their defense in fantasy, and someone claimed them.
Oof.
Yeah, brutal.
Listen,
Brutal.
I actually like Dylan Gabriel. I think that Stefanski has to really focus and concentrate on a game plan. He does certain things. You have to get him out of the pocket. He throws better on the run, obviously to the left. I think it gives him a more clear picture of who they want to be. And for the record, Rafa, unlike the dreams that you have about Myles Garrett, do you think that Aaron Rodgers is having a little bit different, like maybe nightmarish? Like, dude, Aaron Rodgers is not as mobile as he used to be. And when you know that Myles Garrett is coming after that ass, like, you know.
I think the Steelers have had a couple weeks to game plan. Coaches have figured they'll be fine. I think they're going to be fine. I think the Steelers have a big game against them, and I think they cover. I'm blue chip the Steelers -5.5.
Bang, bang.
Run it. So there you go.
That's our motto here, Peter Murphy. The Steelers always win 9 games. They're always above 500.
I lost a big bet on that bullshit last year, Peter Murphy. Fucking
Always.
Russell Wilson pulled out 3 fucking games, looked like, fucking Dan Marino, and then sucked. And they still traded him. I was right. Technically, I was right that Russell Wilson almost got Mike Tomlin fired and almost got him a losing season, but somehow he looked good for 3 weeks. Ridiculous.
He does just enough.
Yep.
Just enough. Just
What's
enough.
that?
Next game, we have the Arizona Cardinals going up against the Colts, who are on fire, who would be the number 1 spot in the AFC if the playoffs started today. Colts favored by 7, over under 47.
Kyler Murray.
Respecting the Colts.
Oh, well, you know what?
Dude, they should be undefeated. I mean, we look at this right. They
should.
made mental mistakes, is the reason that they're not undefeated. So, and I know it was just the Raiders and 40-6, which was fucking disgusting. And we'll get to the Raiders when we get to them, because that game made me throw up in my.
We don't have to.
No, we're gonna cover the Raiders. We're definitely gonna cover them. Sorry ass fucking Raiders. But yeah, I the line though 7 for is a big number. But so I'll stay away from this game. But I like the Colts.
Well, right now, Kyler Murray didn't practice today. He left the game with some kind of foot injury. I think he will.
Colts by 1 million.
Yeah, so I think that's where that line is coming from. They're probably unsure if he's going to play or not. So there's that, and I think that's why you got to pump the brakes on this game, see who's playing, and if Kyler does play, he's not going to be 100%. And if it's a foot thing, then jump on it early. Be looking at those injury reports for that game for sure. Once he's listed doubtful, it's over, Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Peter Murphy said, Colts are all right, not going to lie. I'm glad we got rid of Jones, but he's playing way better in Indy. Yep. Way better.
I mean, okay, Captain Obvious, Mr. Peter Murphy.
Hey, leave Peter Murphy alone, man. It's a tough week for New York. It's a tough week for New York. The Yankees are probably going to Yankees are going to get closed out. The Rangers lost the opener last night at home. Couldn't fucking put up a goal, and to Pittsburgh to top it off. And the Giants and the Jets both lost last week, and they're probably going to lose this week as well.
You know what? When a New York fan has sympathy for me living in LA, then I'll have fucking sympathy for fucking Peter Murphy. But they fucking try to chop our heads off every fucking second. And Peter Murphy knows. You see, if he sees a guy on the side of the Brooklyn Bridge and he's wearing a Dodger uniform or a fucking Ramy, he ain't stopping to piss on his ass.
He just tips him over.
He might throw a Molotov cocktail and be like, "I'll take you out of your misery and put him out, fry him up quicker."
This I said Eddie Money prop bet this Taylor over rushing yards. Maybe
the only thing Eddie Money's prop betting is that his fantasy team's going to lose again this week.
Yeah.
Cool. You never know. Any given Sunday, baby.
You're
Well, it
0-5.
hasn't.
That
Yeah,
includes
hasn't been the
games-
last 5.
No, but it could be any given Sunday. You should know when it's coming.
Yeah, true. That
That's
could
what it
be
is.
6-5.
Yeah. Boom. Not anymore.
Another 7-point line here. We have the Rams minus 7.5 going into Baltimore without Lamar Jackson. Over under 44.5.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. I can't believe I'm going to say it. I think I said it in our group text. It's time for Harbaugh to go. It's
Wow.
time to go. It's time to go.
Wow. God.
It's
I'll
it's
bring
time
him to
to go.
Vegas.
Roster was
What?
too good. Roster was too good, and they're just awful. And they've lost some games they shouldn't have lost. So it's time for them to go.
Listen, defensively, they've given up, I think, 35.4 points average this year. It's the worst any playoff team has ever given up following all the playoff teams. Defensively, it's really bad, Rafa. And you got to remember the schedule. And they're 2 fumbles. They're 2 Derrick Henry fumbles away from winning 2 games. So let's not. I mean, that's fucking crazy fucking talk of you saying Jim or John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh.
That's crazy fucking talk. That's insanity. I mean,
You've underachieved now for how many years?
okay, you've lost to the Chiefs and the fucking Bills.
Underachieving?
Well, what I would say about this, okay, and this is the glaring thing that we have spoke on this over and over again. King Henry is averaging under 50 yards for the first 5 games. Okay. He's never had a 5-game stretch in his career where he's averaged under 50 yards. I mean, you have Godzilla in the fucking backfield and you continue to be cute. I mean, is it Monken at LC? I mean, it doesn't take Albert Einstein to figure out of anybody. You give him the ball, whether you're getting first downs. The problem is, Rafa, is that you can't be patient enough to stay with that game plan because your defense is giving up 35 fucking points a game. So, and there's a lot of injuries on defense. Okay, everyone has injuries. I'm just saying, for you to call for John's job, little crazy, man, little fucking crazy.
I'm just saying. Listen. A couple years ago, I called for Vrabel to be out of Tennessee. They finally got him out. It was just they're not bad coaches. It's just their time is done there. Listen, if you fire Harbaugh or you part ways with him or whatever, he gets a job the next day. Teams will fire their coach. Teams will fire their coach to hire him. There is no doubt about it. There's no doubt in my mind that he's a wonderful, great coach. But this is just not working. You're underachieving year after year after year. You could have a guy who could possibly have 3 MVPs, right? He has 2. He could, you could have given it to him last year if you wanted to. So it's just, it gets to a point where it's like, that's it. Let's go. Ohtani again. Edmund hit a home run, by the way, and Ohtani again. His postseason woes continue.
Oh, God. Listen, okay. This is a bullshit take, Rafa. This is bullshit. You know what you sound like? You sound like Ryan Clark, and this is why I'm going to tell you why. Mike.
Oh, man.
That is the fucking worst insult of all insults.
I knew it would get you. Okay, because Mike fucking Tomlin is the king of fucking underachieving.
Listen, that man won 9 games with Kenny Pickett. Okay, he won 9 games with Mason Rudolph.
See, Peter Murphy agrees with me.
Listen, Mike Tomlin, you can't fire him because he's black. Also,
That's what I'm saying. That's a Ryan Clark
let's
take.
start. I'll give you the list of why you can't fire Mike Tomlin, and then you can go. Number 1, the Steelers don't fire that organization has had what 3 head coaches,
4 coaches in
Chuck Noll, Bill
years.
Cowher, and fucking Mike Tomlin.
Yeah,
3 head coaches. Okay, maybe or whoever was there before Chuck Noll. 4 head coaches all time. Number 1. Number 2, he's black, and number 3, You won 9 games with Kenny Pickett and 9 games with Mason Rudolph. I'm never firing that guy. And he's consistently in the playoffs. Nobody ever thinks, oh, we have the MVP. We should beat these guys, because they don't. They don't ever have the MVP on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay, you are forgetting, that team with Big Ben and fucking, Hines Ward and fucking the best offensive line. That team underachieved, Rafa. That they won one championship, and that team underachieved.
Hold on. That team with Big Ben, all of the teams with Big Ben, there were 2 of the 4 greatest quarterbacks in that same conference. In Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. That was who Big Ben was facing. He wasn't winning MVPs. Lamar Jackson is winning MVPs and being second place in MVP voting, another MVP that he could have had. They have first-round receiver after first-round receiver after first-round receiver. They may not hit on them, Bateman, Flowers, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. It's just getting to a point. I love Harbaugh. I think he's a great coach. I think if he gets fired, I just think the time there is done. I think it's done. I think it's just over with. And listen, he can go to the Panthers and make the Panthers a fucking playoff team, probably. I think it's just done. And watch out with Raheem Morris getting fired, and because that man should go to Atlanta. I'm throwing it out there early. Give me a 24-month window on Harbaugh coaching the Atlanta Falcons.
I can't. Because who do you fucking hire? He's been a top 5 coach for the last 10 years minimum. He's won a Super Bowl.
He's won 1 Super Bowl. He's won the same amount of Super Bowls that Mike Tomlin has. He's with more talent. They draft exceptionally well. They don't rarely miss on the draft. They rarely miss. And you have a fucking MVP quarterback right now. You're literally giving Mike Tomlin the fucking scraps. Former MVPs. Here, Mike, this is how good Mike is. I'm giving you Russell Wilson. Figure it out. And he figured it out because he got to the playoff. I'm giving you Aaron Rodgers, who can barely stand on his own 2 fucking feet. I'm giving you him, and they're what, 3-1 or whatever it is, or 2-2. I think they're 3-1.
Steelers 3-1, yeah.
So imagine, and he's getting old dudes. He's getting a guy in Russell Wilson that's not fucking even playing on the New York Football fucking Giants right now. He wouldn't play on the little Giants with fucking Ed O'Neill.
Yes.
He wouldn't play with them.
So Icebox.
With Icebox.
Yes.
So imagine that. So I think Mike Tomlin is doing a lot more with a lot less that Harbaugh has. And I'm not saying he's a bad coach. Don't even get me wrong. If I have to give you one of the 5, he's one of the 5.
Yeah.
He's one of the 5. It's just when you're there for so long, the relationship, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
What do you think about Peter Murphy just put those, you put up on the screen, Eddie Money? Can you put those things up again? This is really interesting. They both need scenery change. Fucking face 100%. Swap.
Well, I don't know about Mike.
Fucking Nick Cage and John Travolta, man. Let's face swap those 2 vatos. Except one of us black, one of us. Yeah, it's probably not gonna work.
Yeah, but you're right. That's what I think it is with John. With Mike Tomlin, not so much, because I think he hasn't had that superstar at quarterback since Ben left. That's what I think.
Ouch. That's a great pull, by the way. Mike Shula.
Nobody will consider coaching personnel suggestions from a guy wearing the same shirt that Mike Shula wore around the house in 1994.
Damn right.
Mike Shula. That's a great Alabama. Yeah. Yeah. Only me and you understand those references, Mr. McBoob.
But that's old. For this game, Ralph and Eddie, do you guys think will Rams cover? Because Zach is high on them. He said blue chips for Rams.
I don't like the blue chip teams that go from the West Coast to the East Coast in the morning. I think it's super tough to play. And the Raiders, they beat New England week 1. That was week 1. You had months to prepare for the first game of the season. Week to week is a lot different. So I don't like to do that.
Can I say this? There's 7 home team dogs this week. I was writing down everything, doing my research, and I was like, it seemed to stand out. there is a shit ton of home dogs.
Yeah.
And this is one of them, 7.5. I know Cooper Rush didn't look good, but I think they're getting a couple guys back. I think they're getting a couple guys back from the Ravens. Not Lamar. Lamar's probably not going to play because I believe they have a bye week. So why not get him 100% healthy, at this point? So Lamar's probably not going to play. They haven't ruled him out yet. But, I mean, 7.5 at home in Baltimore seems a little bit disrespectful, Rafa.
Yeah, it does. But the roster hasn't played well, Eddie, and they're the worst defense in the league. Allowed 34.5 points a game, I think. So it's just a bad fucking roster on defense.
Yeah. Kyle Hamilton, I believe, is coming back. He will be. And he's going to play.
Oh, thank God. So they'll only allow 31.
Woo!
Going to the next game, we finally have a home favorite here. We have Seahawks going into Jacksonville. Jags are only favored by 1, over under 47.5. Jags with the win against the Chiefs on prime time.
Is there anything more beautiful? The only thing more beautiful than a Raiders win, which is very rare, it's like seeing a snow leopard out in the fucking Himalayas. A Raider win is a fucking Chiefs prime time loss. It makes me aroused all over my body when I see the Chiefs fucking lose on prime time. It's just it just makes my week, Rafa. I'm sorry.
I know.
I know.
But 1.5, Jack, on a short week.
Again, this is it's probably the longest flight of the week of any team taking here.
Someone going to London.
Kyle Schwarber just hit the ball out of the fucking park.
Holy shit.
Well, he's now 1 of 20.
God.
Damn.
He hit, I think, 455 feet.
That went fucking 455. Wow.
They asked for the baby blue uniforms for the uni. They said, let me see.
These are the only unis they brought to travel with.
Oh my God. I love those unis actually. Those are Mike Schmidt. How far does this thing go?
455.
Oh shit! It hit the fucking top.
Yeah, it went 450.
It went out.
Willie Stargell.
Willie Stargell, and I believe Mike Piazza.
Mike Piazza
only
hit the
two
roof.
to ever do it. Wow.
By the way, Dude McBoob said, should I trade Dylan Gabriel for Mahomes, Taylor, Chase, Kelsey?
And Barkley.
100%.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck. Matthew Rocha said, I went Gabe for a split second when Trevor fell down, got back up, and ran into the end zone. And, of course, Peter Murphy, the New York and Boston hate just fully come out already. We know you're hard for Brady. You got to fucking love it.
I love it.
But, yeah, that's dude, I feel bad for Peter Murphy today, man. The Yankees getting smashed, getting their nuts kicked in. Tough to watch.
You can't fucking feel bad for the fucking New York Yankees. That's
Yes,
like
I can.
feeling bad for fucking Elon Musk. That's like feeling bad for fucking Jeff Bezos. I mean, you don't feel bad for those fucking guys.
I always feel bad for the Yankees, man.
But
anyway,
Yankees.
Jags and Jags -1.5 against the Seahawks. I think it's gonna be a great game. I think it's gonna be one of the best games of the week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Bucks Seahawks was a fucking shootout.
What a game.
Oh,
what a game.
That was great. I do have some stats on this game. First of all, what stands out to me, and Trevor Lawrence almost fucking blew that last drive. He had a lot of stupid plays, running it, not getting out of bounds. He almost really messed that up, but also had some really good throws. But what stands out in this game is that Seahawks, and I did some research, Seahawks get into that 12 personnel more than anybody. 2 tight ends, 1 back. They're incredible at it. They're running the ball. Amazing. I think they're second in the NFL in offensive efficiency when they're in that. And it plays into the Jags defense, who is the best in the league or top 3 in the league at that personnel. Although the Jags didn't get 1 sack on Mahomes, that defensive line is pretty good. And the linebacker from Utah, right, who we saw live, like who had he is a stud. So this is gonna be a really great game, like you said, Rafa. Watch when they get into that 12 personnel package. Fucking Sam has been incredible. Jackson Smith, he is a revelation. The two Ohio State fucking receivers, like Eddie Money just said, went at it last week. They both had over 150 yards. Sorry, dude McBoob, but I mean, when's the last great receiver? Fucking Amani Toomer to come out of Michigan.
Braylon Edwards. Braylon Edwards.
Yeah. Fucking Carter. I mean, come on, man. The Ohio State, you cannot talk shit about Ohio State receivers. That's where this show fucking draws the line, is talking shit about Ohio State receivers. And those two vatos put on a show. Amazing game. The throwback unis, how fucking good were both of those fucking throwback unis? It was just
they were fucking great.
It was
great uniform matchup.
And fucking Baker, that dude, man. That dude.
Oh, yeah. I think it'll be a tough game, though. I lean towards the Jags because they're at home. West Coast, traveling to the East Coast, morning game. I like the Jags. Let's blue chip the Jags, Eddie Money, minus a 1.5.
Woo! Last thing on this. You're never been a fan of Trevor Lawrence, although you did pick them, Rafa. You did pick them to win the division and to make the playoffs. Shout out. That's why Rafa's the guru, because I didn't see that shit.
We're in week 6. Let's relax. Pump the brakes.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving you credit because I didn't see that coming. But what I think the difference is, and Trevor Lawrence needs to recognize this, is that he's getting out of the pocket and running for, first downs. That brings he's athletic enough to do it. Although on that last play, he looked like a fucking, I'm not going to say what he looked like, but he was making plays with his feet. I feel that's what Trevor Lawrence has to do. Make more plays with his feet. He's capable of it. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Let's do it.
Dodgers not
Dude,
down.
Magoob says, by the way, and you can testify to this, Eddie. As someone who's had Marvin Harrison Jr. on his fantasy the past 2 years,
shit.
I'll talk plenty of shit about the Ohio State receivers.
And Nico Collins. Yeah, you're right. But Nico Collins, you got to be honest. No one thought Nico was going to be that dude, right? He is that dude, though.
Nico Collins is this era's Marcus Colston. I said it. I said
great
it.
Pull.
I don't give a fuck.
Great pull.
Dude McBoo with some solid advice for Trevor Lawrence.
Stop looking like a broad. Yeah, is him or his sister playing?
Dude, it's a bit much. You know what it is, though? Because the hair thing, his head is Neanderthalish. I mean, his fucking noggin from chin to fucking forehead, he has to get the long hair to make his face look shorter because his fucking head it should be put in the Smithsonian. His skull is it's gonna be on Indiana Jones Part 6 when they find his skull, in 3020. His fucking head is gargantuan. Am I the only one who feels like that? That's why he has to have the fucking hair like that.
He said, "Are you saying he should be buried up to his neck on Easter Island?" 100%.
That is fucking good. That is good. Yes.
Next game after that, we have Chargers by 4 going into Miami to play the Dolphins over under 43.5. Another, like you said, home dog.
A lot of them, man. A lot of them. What do you got, Rafa?
I like the over. I like the over. Both teams haven't looked good defensively. The Chargers as of late. Going on the road. And I know this is that early time slot, west to east. But the Dolphins are just fucking bad. I mean, you're up 17-0, and you didn't get anything done in that game, I think is brutal for them. They should have won that game easily, and they didn't. And that's coaching. You said it before the season started that Mike McDaniels would be out. He should be out already, sooner rather than later. Tyreek Hill got injured out for the season, so he's not getting traded because we thought he'd be out of there.
He looked
So
happy about getting injured. That was a scary part.
yeah, that was crazy. He actually looked happy about breaking
It
his
was
leg
like, I don't have to fucking deal with this shit right now.
or whatever the fuck he broke. Yeah. So, yeah, I like the over in this game. I think the Chargers are going to put up a shit ton of points.
Mario and Hampton out for a month, I think. This Vidal kid looked good. If you're looking for fantasy, it's probably too late. You know, guys who wake up in the morning at 3:30 and you get early on the waiver wire, the Vidal kid's going to be starting for them at running back. But yeah, it's just very hard to see Mike McDaniel with the hiked up knickers, you know, as a head coach.
Bold move. Let's use that word. Bold move.
It's just, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, not a fan. This blue
Not a
chip
fan.
the over though. Eddie Money is 43, I believe.
Yeah, 43.5. Chargers, Dolphins. Then after that, we have, let's see. We have the Cowboys going into Carolina. Cowboys only favored by 3. Over under 49.5. So some points will be scored in this game.
Yes, sir.
Dallas offense can move the fucking football.
Ooh.
Dude, that offense is fucking good. Dak, man. Dak, everybody always hates on us because we like Dak. They shit on us because he's, you know, they think he sucks. They think it's his fault that the fucking Cowboys are god awful, and it's not. But I'm gonna blue chip the Dallas Cowboys this week. On the road yet again. On the road yet again. Carolina's won back-to-back games. They've been down really bad in these games.
Yeah.
I don't think they were down the first game. No, they beat the shit out of Atlanta. But you know, if we go back 3 games when that fourth quarter, that second half against Arizona, where they played really well, and then they played great against the Falcons, beating them, I think it was 30-0 or whatever. And then last week, down early, came back, won that game. The thing is, I don't know if they're going to be able to keep pace with this Cowboys offense. So, although Cowboys defense got awful, but they played good enough to kind of keep the game under control there for them, and the Jets got some shit touchdowns at the end. I like Dallas -3.
I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to Brian Schottenheimer, who I said was a joke of a hire. I said he was dead man walking. I said he was holding the job for Deion Sanders. I talked a lot of shit, man. And I did not see him putting this offense together. And let's talk about it. They were missing their first round pick at guard from Alabama. They're missing their number 1 receiver, right? And Javonte Williams, they are running a play action pass scheme that is working tremendous. You have to respect the run. And I feel like the last couple of years with Dallas, you knew that Dak was going to throw it 45, 47 fucking times. You have to respect the run game from Dallas, which sets up, you have a tight end who's fucking great. He's right up there with receivers and catches. George Pickens, I also said, would be a shit show in Dallas, and he's been fucking phenomenal. So, guys, I know you think I fucking can't stand the Dallas Cowboys, but I also have a podcast, and I can't be a fucking moron. And I have eyes. I have eyes, and if you have eyes, you will see that Dak is an elite top 5 quarterback. I got shit for saying that. And Brian Schottenheimer's fucking offense is really fucking good right now. So I apologize to those guys.
Apologies is accepted from them.
Oh,
but yeah, I thought this line was a little low, so I like -3. After this, we have Patriots -3.5 going into New Orleans to play the Saints. Over under 45.5. Patriots coming off a huge win against the Bills in prime time.
Huge.
This is a game for New England where you can't lose yourself in the game in last week's win.
Yep.
Right? You go win this game, and then that'll put you at 3-3, I believe. if they win that game. Puts you right in the thick of that wild card race. I know it's early. We're 5 games in. But still, this is a game you can't get lost in last week. Last week's over. You beat the fucking king of at least what we thought was the king of the AFC and definitely the king of the AFC East. You can't get lost in that. And I don't think they will because Mike Vrabel is an experienced fucking coach, Super Bowl winning player. The staff, you have Josh McDaniels. You have guys that have been there and done that. I think they'll get the team ready to go. And I'm going to blue chip the New England Patriots minus 3.5. I think they're going to go. I think they're going to go into New Orleans. And I think they're going to continue their winning ways.
My son going to UNC. I watched every one of Drake May's games. I've been preaching to the choir for 4 years that this kid is really good. And I have, I want to be like, it's very rare that Drake May has put 2 really good games together. It's my own. I want to see him be consistent, Rafa.
Time is now. Time is now. And
like you said, you got to put 2 games. You got to show that you are a good football team. And I agree with you, Vrabel and Josh McDaniels. This is Josh McDaniels shit, right? He doesn't have to, he knows what he's fucking talking about on offense. He can't lead a team, but he can fucking call an offense. And he has. So I'm pulling for the Pats. I'm pulling for Drake May. I'm hoping that he could stack that win. But, there's not a bigger fan of Drake May than this guy right here.
I don't know. Do you own a Drake May jersey like Big Sir Matthew Rocha?
Shit.
Rocha, do not wear that shit this weekend.
Do not put that on.
Don't send it to us either.
And don't send us a picture of you in the jersey either.
Yes. If you really want to put the kibosh, unless you have money, on the other team, then go ahead and shoot that picture. That out in the universe, we don't need that, Matt.
Peter Murphy, Drake May's a sissy boy. He's not going to last in the NFL. Babel trash coach. Woodward is trash. Bunch of cheaters.
Come on, man.
Rocha said he hasn't touched the jersey since. Good.
Probably
why they won last week.
Yes, Matt. Yes. Good job. That's how you do it, Matt. That's how you do it for your team.
Going into three afternoon games, very small slate here. We have the Titans going to Vegas to play our Raiders. We're favored by 4.5 over under 41.5.
Oh,
what a huge win for the rookie quarterback, right? Battle back in the game. Got a win against what seemed to be a decent Arizona team. Now they look like absolute shit after that loss, to be honest with you. And, you have a bunch of shit going on over there. And there's a bunch of shit going on with the Raiders. You know why I was so pissed off about the Raiders on Sunday, Eddie? Because the fact that you have Geno Smith in the game down 40-6 with 5 minutes left, and you have zero intentions of scoring the football. Why is your quarterback in the game if you have zero intentions of scoring the football? Your starting quarterback that you gave a 3-year, a shit ton of money for, why is he in the game?
There's only one logical explanation, Rafa, and that is you're afraid that Kenny Pickett's going to come in and drive the ball down the field. And then now, you have a controversy already. He has 9 fucking interceptions already, Rafa.
And they're
9 interceptions, and they are horrible. Fuck. Draft Archie Manning. I think Archie Manning would be better with the fucking Raiders right now than Geno fucking Smith. He has less fucking picks. And I'm not even fucking joking. That is a fucking fact that Archie could play better than fucking Geno Manning. And Archie has already taken his team out of the top fucking 25 for Texas. It is fucking horrendous. And I'm a part of this fantasy football league with some Raider content creators. And I put it out there, man. And here's my deal. And you've been preaching this, Rafa, for even since fucking last year, that that Raiders should trade Max fucking Crosby. And I have been a staunch, just non-supporter of that idea because if you get 4 first-round picks, it's not a guarantee those are going to hit, and you're not going to get a culture changer like him. But here's my big issue with the Raiders, Rafa. Okay. And I think as a coaching staff and as a GM that you come in, you misinterpreted and misread this fucking roster to where you thought that if you brought a veteran QB in that you could win. And I feel like this is continually a habitual fucking habit for the Raiders organization where you over fucking estimate your roster to where you think we could bring in Jimmy Garoppolo. We could bring in Gardner Minshew. We could fucking Derek Carr. I think can get this done. You Raiders are not going to change a fucking thing till you draft a first round quarterback. And this should have been a total rebuild. I get it. I get Pete Carroll's fucking old as fuck. He farts and dust comes out of his asshole. He didn't have a lot of time. I get it. But this team was not a quarterback away from winning, Rafa. You need to draft a fucking quarterback of the future. And I think it's a huge fucking mistake that they continually, or we continually, because I have a fucking Raider tattoo, continue to make. And I mean, I this is my trade proposal, and I put it out to the Raider guys. And this is not because I don't love Max Crosby. I love Max Crosby. I think he's been the greatest thing since sliced bread, especially to the Raiders. But I want to see him. Dude, it's not if they get blown out again, Rafa, or if they lose to the Titans, he has a podcast that he does right after the fucking show. And this game is in Vegas. If you might have a home field advantage. Titans, there's not a shitload of Titan fans. You actually might be 50-50 Raider fans to fucking Titan fans, Rafa, this week, which you're never going to get the rest of the fucking season. Okay? If you lose this game to the Titans, Max, I strongly feel he's going to be like, I can't do this anymore. I've done everything I can. And I feel the same way. Max, I love you. I want to see Max Crosby go to the Detroit Lions, be on the opposite end of Hutchinson, go win a Super Bowl because, the Lions have, well, I'll get into that. 3 or 4 quarterbacks are done. And give me Hendon Hooker, 3 first-round picks, and say a prayer and draft the fucking first-round quarterback. I know I just went on a crazy fucking rant, Rafa, but hopefully you went to the bathroom during that or something.
By the way, some great comments. Mike McDaniel, hey Max, we didn't even have a play call. Of course.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then Dude McBoob says, I think Max Crosby should marry Bill Cosby's daughter, so her name would be Crosby Cosby.
Oh my God! But Dude McBoob, wouldn't you love to see Max on the opposite side? I mean, come on, 2 white boys wrecking shop. What do you think, Robert? Is that possible? To me, he's better than Micah Parsons. He plays more snaps. He's a way bigger impact than Micah Parsons. And I think highly of Micah Parsons. I think we can bring in Hendon Hooker, see what he can do, right? He's just dying on a fucking vine. He's probably fucking 27 years old. I don't think he's fucking thrown one ball in the NFL. I don't know why they drafted him. And give me 3
he thinks they cut Hendon Hooker.
Oh, no way. So, there goes that.
I don't know where I don't know if Max gets traded or where he gets traded. I think they should trade him. I think people are just so stupid, like, oh yeah, we're not gonna get somebody as good as him. No, you're not. But you don't have good players anywhere except that tight end. That's it. That's all you have. This roster is so bad. So for you to go out and sign a quarterback and give him 3 years and $100 million or whatever the amount of money was that they gave him, and the guy has literally regressed to what he looked like as a New York fucking Jet, is awful. And it's a bad look on you because this guy wasn't throwing 9 interceptions in fucking Seattle. He wasn't. Yeah. And now he is. Is it on Chip Kelly? Is it on Pete Carroll? Is it on Geno? It might be on all of them. And I'll tell you, I brought it up over the weekend. When Joe Gibbs came back to coach the Redskins, he was fucking god-awful. If Pete Carroll looks this bad next year, he'll just walk away. He'll just walk away from the deal. And then Michael Brown will be upset that the Raiders are now paying another head coach money without coaching.
Oh man, it's. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like you
And
just
Hooker's
keep
on
on.
the Panthers, by the way.
Oh, trade him to the Panthers.
They need help. I don't know. For a team to go out and trade for Max, it has to be a team that
is in the
is
hunt.
like 100% in the hunt. I mean, the Lions are well more than in the hunt.
Yeah.
But you can see a team like the Rams who make moves like that. Make a play maybe. The Rams are a team that make moves like that.
Yeah.
What if who knows? What if fucking Dallas says fuck you? We might be back in this thing and decide to say, hey, we'll give it up.
Ooh.
I mean, could you imagine replacing Max with Micah and you give up the draft picks that you got?
From Michigan, but he played in Texas.
And
college.
so, I mean, that's
Oh,
another
no,
thing.
no, he didn't. No. He's from Texas, but played in Michigan College, Eastern Michigan. But
Yeah,
he's
so
from Texas.
Like that. You could see a team, and I think we still have a couple weeks, right, till the trade deadline. So you could see a team that really starts to push this issue where it's like, hey, we'll give you this. And teams, you can look at maybe even the Steelers who don't value first round picks at all because they just don't. Like, they took Kenny Pickett in the first round. So let's be real. If the Steelers feel that, hey, we need a playmaker on defense, and that's the only thing we're away from, and we're sitting at 5-1, 6-1, whatever it is when the trade deadline comes around, maybe they can make a move. I mean, to me, the Raiders need to fucking get on the phone and get what they can because they need to rebuild this whole fucking thing. And Pete isn't going to be around for long to watch it go up in flames.
Eddie Money, I'm curious as another Raider fan like myself. Where are you on trading for him? Because it's not that I don't love him. I feel bad for him. He has done everything in his power. He has done everything. I'll equate it to this. It wasn't my idea, or my thought, but Max Crosby, Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett, it's that closer that you need in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes to go. It's Jose Mesa, Joe Table, it's fucking Araldis Chapman. You need that closer, and Max is right there, dude. With TJ Watt, he's right there as a game changer on defense. And if he goes to the Cowboys, Detroit, he's a difference maker, man. And at this point, what's your take? Where do you stand on Raiders and Max Crosby?
Like, if we trade him, we need at least 3 firsts, or it's not worth it, in my opinion.
3 firsts is ridiculous.
It's a big ask.
I know, but for me,
the thing is, you can say he's better than Micah, and if he's better than Micah, he's that much better than Micah, right? Like, you can literally look at all those guys, whether it's TJ Watt, Garrett, Micah, Crosby, and Bosa when healthy, they're right there, right? Like, and you can interchange any one of those guys, and it's almost the same thing. They're really close to each other. So for you to say, oh, well, we want another pick because we believe that he's better than this guy, I don't think so. And he's 2 years older than Micah. So you're not going to get that extra pick. But Dallas, if Dallas gets going, if they get going and they sit like, with a winning record, and maybe they need a lot of help on the defense. Maybe they can give up their first round pick and the ones they got from Green Bay and ship them over.
If I'm Spytech, and this is why I say I want 3. If I'm Spytech, and here's the difference, Rafa. Here's the difference with Max Crosby. He plays like 87% of the fucking snaps. Watch a Green Bay game and see how many times they pan to Micah fucking on the sideline.
He didn't have training. He didn't have training camp. He didn't have a preseason. It's not the same because when you watch Micah, if you go back and you watch Micah the first 4 years and you watch him, he played more than anybody. You could probably look it up. He played more than anybody.
Pull it, Eddie.
At defensive end, and because the problem was with Micah and everybody in Dallas, and you'd see it if you watch them, you'd see it. By the time week 13, 14 rolled around, he played so many snaps at such a high energy that weeks 13, 14, and on, he was just not the same guy as he was the first 8, 9, 10 weeks.
You said it. You've said that for 2-3 years. You know who doesn't fade in a game or in a season? Max fucking Crosby. And
But he's
that's
not.
why
He's also hasn't been on a defense on a team that was 12-5 or ever in the hunt for anything. Like, we may not see it, but he could be taking.
we made the playoffs once.
Yeah.
Will Hanley goes, would you trade Max Crosby for Brock Purdy straight up?
Shut your ass, Will Hanley. I want Mac Jones. Give me some Mac fucking Jones. You got to be.
No, you don't. You don't want Mac Jones.
I do. I
No, you
want to
don't.
trade
By the
for
way,
fucking Mac fucking Jones. 1,000%. After what he did.
Yeah.
We don't have that
come on,
system.
Zach.
We don't have
No
a
one,
system.
no,
We don't have anything.
no one saw that. Nobody saw that shit.
Dude, don't hold up Mac Jones on a pedestal like that. Stop it.
Dude, I'm sorry. That game, he was like fucking Jordan flu game. That dude, I thought he was. I mean, Brock Purdy, Will Hanley, Brock Purdy would have been in the ER in the second quarter. I thought fucking Mac Jones was dead 2-3 times during that fucking game. Dead. That fucking dude showed more fucking heart than I've seen. I'm so impressed, and I talk shit about Mac Jones. Give me Mac Jones in a fucking alley. It's me, Mac Jones, against Rafa and Myles Garrett in a fucking dark alley. Give me Mac Jones, baby.
Well, in a dark alley, you won't even be able to see Myles Garrett. So. You get an invisible player, man.
By the way, Zach said we screwed up not getting Daniel Jones. The thing is, Daniel Jones went to a perfect situation with a team that for a handful of years has had a good offensive roster. Michael Pittman is more than a mid wide receiver. Jonathan Taylor is one of the best running backs in the league. That offensive line has always been that offensive line has always been above average, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that roster has always been right there. And you saw it with Carson Wentz when he blew that fucking he blew that game at the end of the season to get into the playoffs. Like that team has always been there. That's why I didn't like them drafting AR-15 because I didn't like him for that team. I felt that team was always there, just a quarterback away from getting to the playoffs. And Daniel Jones is doing just that. He would have gone to the Raiders, and it's not the same. Some of these quarterbacks that we see that play well, dude, they have to have a good situation. It's common fucking sense. Like,
well, yeah, it goes back to Will fucking Hanley. Brock Purdy with the Raiders? Are you fucking kidding me? He looks worse than Gardner Minshew, most likely.
It's a lot of the situations with a lot of these quarterbacks, and we take it for granted, and we start putting these guys on a pedestal, and oh yeah, this guy's this and that, da da da. It's because they're in that system, they're with those players, they're with that talent. We're gonna see how good fucking Joe Flacco is this week with fucking Jamar Chase and fucking T. Higgins, by the way.
Dude, he's not starting. He's
starting
this week.
We'll get to that game in a minute. Let's get off the Raiders, though. I did take the Tennessee Titans defense this week against the fucking Raiders.
Ouch!
Oh, yeah. Total disrespect. I'm expecting a low-scoring fucking battle. By the way, the Yankees are on their way out. Judge was 2 for 4 today. Not a fucking shocker. Go find some players to play with that dude that aren't fucking left-handed fucking strikeout.
What are you fucking talking about? John Cole fucking stack. That fucking lineup is fucking stacked, Rafa.
Stanton sucks, Eddie. Stanton sucks.
He's usually clutch in the playoffs. He's had a bad playoffs. And John Carlo, or whatever the fuck he wants to call himself now, does
Look
not
at Bellinger
suck.
strikeout to end the game. He went 0 for 5, bro. Chisholm today. We'll get to baseball.
Chisholm?
No. The leadoff man, Grisham. Fucking struck out twice looking with Judge on deck and runners on to end the inning. But anyways, let's get off this Raider game.
Speaking of Brock Purdy, Mac Jones, we have 49ers going into Tampa to play the Bucks. Bucks are favored by 3 over under 47.5.
Dude, get this line early. Get it now. Take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers minus the 3. Fucking take it now. To me, the line set at 3. Purdy hasn't practiced. Pearsall didn't practice. Jennings didn't practice. Mac Jones is hurt. Who knows who's even playing quarterback? And whichever quarterback goes out there, not going to be fully healthy. Tampa Bay, huge win. They're at home. I like Tampa Bay minus 3. You can blue chip it, snag it, flip it.
No. I mean, yeah. Pearsall, I think for sure is out. Jennings is a possibility. Brock Purdy, like I said, He's probably in Colombia doing fucking blood platelets in every part of his body, getting stem cell fucking like he should. Yeah, they're 49ers like totally fucking manned up, and I can't see another performance like that again. And the Bucks, like I said at the beginning of this year, my dark horse Super Bowl pick, uh, and Emeka Ibuka. I know my son just got a Woody every time you say that fucking name. He
As
has
he
been
should.
all. Emeka Ibuka has been that and then some. Just
Yeah,
fucking
phenomenal.
incredible.
Imagine when
So,
Mike Evans comes back, they're just going to be that much better.
whew, my goodness.
Then last game of the afternoon slate, huge spread here. We got Joe Flacco coming into the Bengals, facing the Packers. Packers at home. Packers minus 14 over under 44.5.
That's wild.
Dude, take the fucking over.
You know what you don't have to practice, Rafa? Throwing
that?
deep balls to fucking T. Higgins and fucking Jamar Chase. And you got nothing to fucking lose. You have nothing to lose if you're the Bengals. No one expects anything from you. You throw the ball 48 times and you throw it deep at least 7 to 8 times to those studs. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, dude, it tells you a lot about Browning. And even though he had a good fourth end of the game or whatever, garbage time, tells you a lot about Joe Flacco just going in there and fucking wham bam, rolling in here, and I'm the dude.
I was trying to look up if there was a connection, like does he with the offensive coordinator. I couldn't find it. I was late. I'm like, there has to be something where he knows of the verbiage or he's been under the same system, because we saw Baker Mayfield do it right when he went and kicked the Raiders ass, getting to the other team a week or 2 days before. We've seen it happen before. And if anyone could do it, Joe Flacco, I feel like he's been in the league like 25 years now. And I agree. Take the over. Quick question. Joe Flacco, Hall of Famer? Not a
100%.
Hall of Famer?
100%.
Good answer.
Bang. Then Zach said Bucks plus 1,000 to win the NFC.
That's what it is right now?
Yeah. Peter Murphy said Bucks need to plant the pirate flag.
That's dude. I really like the Bucks. I really like Todd Bowles.
I think I need a dominant win from them though. Every win's been like a game-winning drive.
They've been on the road.
It's the NFL, man. Honestly, it's the NFL. Fucking Raiders, beat the Ravens. Raiders beat the Pats. You saw what happened. The freakish events for the Titans to win that game were fucking wild.
Yeah.
Make that shit happen again. It's just fucking crazy. So a win is a win in the NFL. I'm sorry.
You're not wrong. But Sunday Night Football got a big matchup here. We got Lions going into the Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 2.5, over under 52.5.
I'll say this, okay? Before Rafa's, took his Viagra, he's getting hard about talking about the Chiefs. I don't understand why teams continue to play man fucking coverage against Patrick fucking Mahomes. First of all, they're the biggest fucking cheaters on the planet when it comes to running pick plays. That's all they fucking do. Stop running man against the fucking Chiefs. Second of all, and this is where I'll give credit to Patty Mahomes, is that he's very intelligent. He understands when you're in man, and I just don't fucking get it. He knows the offense. Obviously, Nagy's been his, OC forever. He understands where corners and linebackers are going to be covering. He understands where the open spaces are. And if you don't contain him, if you don't contain the pocket, he knows exactly where to go and get first downs with his feet. I think right now, Patty Mahomes is either second in rushing or first in rushing as a quarterback in the fucking league. Stop playing man against Patty Mahomes. Take your chances. I mean, with your receivers and Travis Kelce, and let him find the open spots. He doesn't give a shot. He's listening to his lady's new fucking album anyways on fucking repeat. Stop playing man against fucking the Chiefs. Patty Mahomes will kill you with his fucking feet. Tired of it.
All that
And
said,
the Lions play a shit ton of man, by the way. They play more man than anyone in the NFL, Rafa.
yeah, I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
Oh,
Taking the Chiefs, man. I'm taking the Chiefs. They'll wake up. They'll wake up.
disgusting. Disgusting. What about
then-
what?
No, nothing else need to be said.
All right, I think I said enough.
For Monday Night Football, we got another doubleheader. We got the Bills favored by 4.5 going into Atlanta to play the Falcons over under 50.
Do Bills fix? I mean, it was just a sloppy game. Yeah, I
It's
don't
two
think
in a row now.
that's super sloppy with
That's super sloppy.
interceptions and fumbles. Yeah,
It's two sloppy games in a row. You had a sloppy game against New Orleans, and you were at home, and then now you had this sloppy game here against New England at home again. I like the over in this game. I'm blue chip over on Monday night. I think they're both going to score a shit.
all right, all right.
Bills, Falcons over 50. Bam.
Yeah. Did you
I
see
kinda-
Rafa?
I kind of like the
Did you-
Falcons here.
Really, though.
At least with the point, with 4.5, yeah.
Did you see Rafa? Like one of the biggest bets in the NFL that were coming in at like a crazy clip, like 70%, was the under on the first halves of all NFL games, and it didn't work out too good.
Really?
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah, it was coming in crazy. All the unders on the first half. I don't know why it was or why it is, but a lot of people were, how Vegas is and Chat GPT and shit. It's not too hard to find out a lot of trends and stuff. But yeah, I think 50 is a low number for this game.
Bam.
Take the
Yeah.
over, boys.
And then our second game, we have the Bears going into Washington to play the Redskins. Redskins minus 4.5 over under 49.5.
That's another game you got to take the over. Chicago coming off a bye.
Yeah. And now, I mean, Burden the third out of Missouri. I mean, think about the weapons they have, Rafa. I don't know if Loveland is playing. You have two really good tight ends. You have, Rome. You have DJ Moore, and you got now this Burden the third kid, and you have fucking Swift. This offense, man, is ready to take off.
I think you give DeAndre Swift a little too much credit every time you.
Eddie does. Eddie
I
gives
love
DeAndre
him.
so much credit.
Why?
Dude,
He's
You
so
know,
average.
you know who I'm not going to give credit to?
I
I
don't
know
think
Josh.
so.
Fucking Shohei
I don't-
Ohtani for
Yes.
striking out yet again. Wah, wah, wah. Fucking love it.
the hate. All right, it's not over yet.
Peter Murray
Anyway.
said, wish the Giants had Jaden Daniels. Everyone wished they
Yeah,
had Jaden
dude,
Daniels.
everyone wishes that they had Jaden Daniels, and the Giants wish they had everyone.
Facts.
So
I wish I had Jaden Daniels.
They all, yeah, most definitely. That concludes NFL for the week. Heading into a big college football weekend.
Are we
Uh,
gonna? I have a baseball take. Are we gonna get into baseball? Can I talk?
Yeah.
Can I just say one thing about baseball because I'm looking up at the screen, and some guy on the MLB network. I don't know who it is. He came out and said that Mookie Betts might be the best defensive baseball player of all time. And he started naming what he's done. And right now, defensively, he's ranked as the best defensive shortstop. Never mind that he's won gold gloves out in right field, many of them. I'm trying to think, right? Like, I think when I think defense, I think Ozzie Smith, one of my favorite players of all time. Defensively, I can't think when I think defense in
What idiot
baseball.
said this?
Omar Vizquel at short.
What idiot said this? Ray Ordonez. And the list is endless at shortstop. Rafael Furcal. What moron said this?
Okay. Is he the best shortstop ever? But now he's ranked the best defensive shortstop in the league right now. And he's won gold gloves in right field. Name Omar Vizquel.
Just to repeat this, I'm going to name a guy that won gold glove at 3 positions, at 3 different positions. And then this should never come up in your brain ever. Craig fucking Biggio at catcher, second base, and center field in the outfield. Like, what is this guy talking about? Mookie Betts was so bad at shortstop last year. He has one good season, and we got to name him the best defensive player of all time. What the fuck was this guy talking about? I don't understand.
Okay, Craig Biggio. Is it that fucking wild to say? I mean, come on.
It is ridiculously wild to say when he was that bad at shortstop last year.
They fucking shoved him in at shortstop.
And he was bad. So he had one good year, and we have to throw him in on this fucking, he might be one of the best defensive players of all time? Are we out of our fucking minds?
Give him a landing, give him some fucking, landing room to fucking play the hardest position in fucking sports, shortstop or on baseball. And now he's elite at it. And he was elite in the outfield. No, we've never seen anyone do that. I'm sorry. And to be the best,
played catcher. He played the outfield and he played the infield. He played all three. All three. Not one, not fucking the outfield and shortstop. He played all three. All of them. While getting hit by a fucking baseball, which felt like every fucking game. Literally.
Dude McBoob is fucking fact-checking your ass.
Oh, you're okay, but he was still phenomenal at the other two.
Well, so was Mookie Betts.
At catcher? The hardest position.
Not a catcher. Not a catcher. Is it not?
It's a crazy statement, Eddie. He was never the best defensive right fielder. He was a good defensive right fielder.
He wore multiple gold gloves.
In this era, his era right now, does he have more gold gloves than Mike Trout? Does he have a better arm in right field than Ichiro? Does he have a better arm in right field than Jose fucking Guillen or Raul Mondesi or Reggie Sanders? Like, he's never been the best at his position on defense. He's not the best defensive shortstop in the league, period. Oh, so
now, defensively, he
had a
is.
good 9 months, Eddie.
That's a long fucking time. If you win a gold glove, literally that makes you the best at your position.
We'll see if he wins it.
Mookie has 6.
We'll see if he wins it.
How many?
6.
6, Rafa. 6, Papa.
And look up who's won the most gold gloves in this era, and we'll compare it.
I guarantee you they haven't done it in right field and fucking shortstop. I guarantee you that.
You cannot be so bad one year, have one good season, and be thrown into this mix of the greatest defensive player of all time. What? How does that even register?
Because he's won six gold gloves.
Turn off your Dodger blockers for 1 fucking minute. Okay? Minute.
It's not impressive to you. It's not impressive that he's won 6 gold gloves in right field and he's the best defensive shortstop in the league. That's not impressive to you.
I can't say that he's the best shortstop because I haven't seen it. Okay?
I gave you the stat.
It could be this year, but you can't forget the year
this
he
year.
had before.
The first year he's ever played shortstop. No one's ever made that transition. I'm sorry. No one's ever made that transition. That's why, listen, I'm not the one who said it, but it made me go, and there is some basis to it. No one's ever
There is
fucking
no
done it.
basis to it, Eddie. You can't have one good year and all of a sudden
He's
be
only
named
played
as
for 2 years. It's not like he's
doesn't
been
matter.
bad
He
for.
was god
It's not
awful
like he's
the
been,
first one.
it's not like
Mookie-
he's been bad for 5 years and then good for 1 year.
He does have the most Gold Glove awards in right field all time.
All time in
No!
right field.
Yeah.
Oh! Crazy idea.
Imagine Nolan Arenado's won 10 Gold Gloves at third base. 10. And we're
Great
going to name
defensive-
this guy?
The point is, Rafa, he's doing it he went from right field to shortstop. You were impressed. Last year.
I was also impressed when they moved him to second base first. You're literally moving him from the two middle spots because he couldn't play either one. And listen, fine. He's playing well at shortstop. He's not the best defensive player of all time. When the guy has 6 Gold Gloves in the outfield and he has 1 in the infield, he has 7 Gold Gloves. Not
He has
fucking
the most
10 like
in
Nolan
right
Arenado.
field ever. The most in right field ever.
Yeah.
I'm not labeling him as much like I'm not saying yes, it's him. I'm saying that the fucking stats say he's in the fucking conversation, Rafa.
So Alex Gordon had 8 Gold Gloves in the outfield. Exactly. Alex Gordon had 8 Gold Gloves in the outfield. That's since 2010. Since 2010, Mookie Betts is fourth all-time, fourth since 2010 in Gold Gloves. You know who he's tied with? Zach Greinke with 6 Gold Gloves. Yadier Molina, 7 Gold Gloves since 2010. Nolan Arenado, 10 Gold Gloves since 2010. I'm sorry, I'm not giving a guy who had 1 good year at shortstop and a handful of good years in the outfield the best fucking defensive player of all time. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Put some respect on the transition. Put some respect on the transition.
Listen,
to go from right field to shortstop. Other than
I've
catcher,
always respected that transition from him. I always have. To me, he's the best athlete in the game because he did that. And arguably, he was the best player in the game with Mike Trout when the Dodgers were gifted him from the Red Sox. There is no doubt about it. But for you to tell me that he's the best defensive player, he's not the best right fielder of all time. He's not the best shortstop of all time. So what is he?
It says by Gold Gloves, it does make him the best right fielder of all time.
Should we look at outfield assists?
Eddie, your camera's off, by the way.
Yeah.
By the way, Will Hanley said right field is the easiest position in the field.
The outfield to play.
And he said, I would know that's where I played.
Left field, to me, is the easiest position.
You're out of your mind.
Right field, you have to have an arm.
You 100%. You have to have an arm.
They put the biggest tards in left field. Are you kidding me? Left field is Tardzilla. You put your worst fielder in left field. That's a fact.
Eddie, Eddie, I coached baseball. Nobody hits the ball to the right side when you put your worst player in right field. You put your guy with the best arm who's kind of retarded in right field. That's what you do. Imagine this. This is how stupid this take is that I'm going through the list of most Gold Gloves of all time. Brooks Robinson had 16. 16.
Okay. Brooks
Robinson. Aaron Judge's right field.
Ozzie Smith had 13. Left field, Alex Gordon, 8. It's ridiculous that we're going to sit here and say we're going to put this guy in as the greatest defensive player of all time. We can put him in as the best right fielder of all time. Does he have the most putouts? I'm almost sure he doesn't.
Matthew Rocha said, Mookie reminds me of Taysom Hill, but better.
That's a ridiculous statement. Taysom Hill's awful.
Yeah.
Let's get to some good shit, man.
Yeah. While you guys were bringing that up, Doug Sweeney goes, why are we talking about inferior sports where players stand around and wait for retirement while the grass changes color? Baseball doesn't have defense; it has catching balls.
I'll be right back. I gotta fix this shit.
All right.
All right. Well, Eddie comes back. We're gonna get into some college football here. We'll wait for Eddie.
Yeah.
Dodgers down 3-1 here in the 6th.
One
Yamamoto
man
didn't
on
look
first,
good.
2 outs.
2 outs. But Eddie Money, if you want to start looking at the games we got for the weekend while Eddie gets his shit going.
Yeah. I'll work around the big games, see if we can cover some of the smaller ones with some bigger spreads. First up, we have Virginia Tech going into Georgia Tech, ranked number 13. They're favored by 14.5, over under 55.5. Virginia Tech, I don't know. Yeah, they lost their ranking last week against Cincinnati, I believe.
No, that was Texas.
Or was it? Yeah.
Or Iowa. That was Iowa State.
Iowa State lost against them.
But there's a better game than this, Eddie Money. It's on fucking Friday night.
We got a Friday?
Yeah, we got a Friday night. South Florida going into North Texas. South Florida ranked number 24. North Texas 5-0. North Texas is always one of those teams that's sneaky because they can score the football.
Oh, you're right. I did miss this.
So that line, South Florida -1, going on the road to North Texas, the Mean Green. This game's going to be sneaky good. You got to watch that total. I think we're going to get a lot of points in that game.
67.5.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a ton of points in that game. Both quarterbacks can play. North Texas, man, I think if they win this game, that will bring North Texas up. I think the winner of this game slots themselves in that group of 5 team to get a playoff spot. I think this is the game. This is the game where I think either team that wins, I think, gets slotted right in there. And the line's line's -1 and for South Florida. So I think it's going to be a sneaky good.
Oh, I see it as North Texas by 1.5.
Okay, South Florida line open at South Florida -1. So
okay.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those games. Sneaky good game on Friday night in North Texas. And Matthew brought up Memphis. Memphis has a quality win. So there's Eddie. Well, I was Shanae, but so Shanae got it working.
Eddie's IT person in the building.
Eddie's throwing in the towel. He brought in the bullpen. He brought in the bullpen. He's like, I can't do it. So,
how are you guys doing?
Good.
They were just arguing about Mookie Betts and defense.
Did you help Eddie figure it out?
Yes, I did, of course.
Oh,
All right,
man.
I'm going to call him back.
All righty.
Bye.
So Shanae got it going. Dude McBoob says, that chick staring at me, I don't blame her. So, anyways.
Matthew Rocha asked, what about if Memphis goes 7-0?
Yeah, Memphis is right there. Memphis has a quality win against Arkansas, who might not be quality, but it's an SEC team, right? And so Memphis is right there as well. I just think this game, both teams are so good. I think it gives them a leg up because if South Florida is 11-1, and who knows if they get to 11-1, that gives them that push. They would have a win, and then the North Texas. I think, and I agree with Matt. I think the American is looking prime to take that spot. So we'll see. It's gonna be some really good football here.
Mm-hmm. We got Mr. Puncho asking about the Arkansas-Tennessee game. We have Arkansas going into number 12 Tennessee. Tennessee's favored by 11.5, over under 68.5. So this should be a bunch of points on the board.
Dude, I think Tennessee's offense. I think Tennessee's offense is one of the best. One of the best in the country. I think they're phenomenal. I think they absolutely beat the brakes off of Arkansas. I really do. To me, Arkansas is one of those teams that I don't like it. I'm going to blue chip. I'm going with Duck Sweeney. I'm blue chip in the Tennessee Bowls. I think they're phenomenal. I think that offense is really fucking good. That Tennessee offense, I believe, is really, really good. So I'm going to go with Tennessee here to cover the 11.5. I think they're going to win by 14 plus.
Damn. Yeah.
At home after bye week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Bulls
if
going
they
to roll.
don't, it's kind of like ooh.
Yeah.
Zach said that we have Kershaw warming up for the Dodgers right now. Yep. Dave's already asked. He's asking about the biggest game of the week. We're gonna once Eddie gets back on, we'll figure it. We'll cover that game. But yeah, Mr. Punch Out. He thinks they win by 14. Spread is 11.5, so he thinks they should cover.
Yeah, I think they cover. I think Tennessee covers. I think they're good. That offense, I believe, is really, really good. And you saw what they did. And I know Georgia's defense hasn't looked good. They've put up a ton of points against everyone they played. That Tennessee offense, and when you look at that Tennessee offense, right? You look at what it looked like last year with Nico, and we gave a lot of praise to Nico. We saw Nico go to UCLA, and he's been absolute shit with the exception of last week. Was it Nico or was it that offensive system? So that's got to system. Yeah, that's looking a lot like system, right? So Tennessee looks really good. I like Tennessee this week to cover the 11.5. We'll blue chip that. I think they're going to roll them. I really do.
So Zach said that he's a mess after that Mookie take.
Great shit, Zach. Great shit, by the way.
Another big spread game. We got Pitt going into number 25. FSU hanging on to the ranking right there. Over under 57.5. FSU's favored by 10.5 against Pitt. And I think Pitt just beat the brakes off someone.
Yeah, I think this is one of those games. FSU's got to bounce back. Miami basically dominated that game. I know they got into it late, but it was 28-3. When you look at Miami last week against FSU, and Eddie will probably attest to it. I think Miami's the best team in the country. And so after they've been dominating these games, and they dominate the line of scrimmage, right? On both sides of the ball. So I think for me, I think FSU. I think FSU wins the game. I don't know if they come back from that. I think they can. They got a good quarterback.
Did the AP put Ohio State at number 1?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they did.
They did, right? That's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. Who has Ohio State fucking beat? Texas, that's not in the top 25. Miami is clearly it fucking shows the AP voters are just fucking brain dead. Fucking brain dead. Miami is dominant on both sides of the ball where it counts. Offensive line, great receivers, quarterback, and don't get me started on Carson Beck. He's again behind maybe the best offensive line. Everyone saw what Miami did to fucking Notre Dame. They fucking looked like Our Lady of Perpetual fucking sorry fucking football players at Notre Dame. They fucking dominated. They're fucking unbelievable. Miami's clear and far and away the best team in the country.
I agree with you, Eddie, 100%. And Carson Beck, throw him in that mix. Listen.
Because I know I had someone tell me, "Oh, fucking Matthew Rocha. Matt Rocha, are you still in here?" Talking,
he is
talking to me about, "Oh, maybe Raiders can get Carson Beck." I had to fucking Matumbo that shit. Get that fucking shit out of here. Get that out of here. I don't want to hear.
No.
Oh, dude, that would send me over the edge. Listen, just because, and I'm not saying Carson Beck isn't really good. Every quarterback, and Rafael will say this, every quarterback, if you have a pocket and have 3.2 seconds to throw the ball with talent, you're going to complete it. He did it at Georgia. His numbers were good at Georgia. You know what he didn't do well at Georgia? He didn't throw the ball really good downfield. Passes over 40 yards, he was 3 of 15, okay, prior to Miami. He had 2 great long balls in the fucking first quarter. He has a dominant O-line. He's confident in the pocket. That team is great. But don't tell me Carson Beck is now a first-round quarterback. Please.
No, I'm not saying that.
I know you're not.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he will be mentioned right now as we look at Heisman talk with Dante Moore and a couple other guys. That's all I'm saying.
No. I know you're not. But, as you should be. If you go undefeated and you're on a powerhouse team and you're the winning quarterback, you should go to New York. Like, fucking Gino Toretta won it.
All right, let's get on to some games, man.
Boom. Let's go. You speaking of the number one team, according to AP, we have Ohio State favored by 14.5 going into number 17 Illinois, over under 49.5. Ohio
Too
State finally
much.
put a beating on a
Too-
team, but it was
Too much, Rafa. Too much. This is a trap game.
I don't think this is a trap game.
Uh.
Illinois isn't trapping anybody.
They
Illinois
trapped
isn't
SC.
trapping anybody. To me, I don't think it's a trap game. I don't know if they cover the 14.5 because I felt like they haven't been. I felt like they haven't been as good as, we said it earlier. I feel like they haven't been dominant to be the number one team in the country. And when we look at Miami, I feel like they've been more dominant against better opponents. Florida, we can take them as what they are. They get their ass whooped by LSU and Miami, and then they go and beat these guys. So I mean, it's just different. It's week to week. We know that, but I don't know. I don't know if they cover the 14.5. I think Ohio State wins this game. I don't have zero respect for Illinois football.
Yes, we know.
Going to a banging SEC matchup, number 8 Alabama favored by 2.5, going to number 14 Missouri, over under 51.5.
First, let's get this out of the way. SEC, 9 teams in the top 25. Zach, you hear me? 9 teams in the top 25. SEC football is dominant, and it's not even close. Now we can talk about SEC football. Proceed.
According to Zach, by the way, ChatGPT says Oregon would be a 5-point favorite over Miami at a neutral site. Yeah, ask ChatGPT how it worked out for Oregon in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We're not doing any ChatGPT bullshit.
Yeah.
So to me, I think Missouri's a good team, and we feel like they're always ranked high. But this year's team is better than the ones we've seen before, right,
It's
Eddie?
different.
If you watch them play
It's
week to week,
different,
they're
man.
different this time. It's
It's
different. This time.
different.
But on that fucking note, I can't respect the Missouri football Tigers. Give me the Tide, dude. Ty Simpson playing his way into that Heisman
For
weekend
sure.
as well. I
For
mean,
sure.
he looks good as well. So Kershaw's in the game, by the way.
Yes.
So he's looked good. I think Ty Simpson's look good. I think Bama wins this game easily. I think Bama, if we're looking at it, Bama's got to be the best team in the SEC, right?
Dang. Texas A&M, and don't count out Oklahoma. Okay, I'm sorry with Mateer, who might play.
Might
But
play.
We cannot not talk about Mizzou and the quarterback that transferred from Penn State, right? Who leads the FBS in completion percentage with 67%, and has, statistically, the best running back out of Mississippi. Was a zero-star recruit, and now Ahmad Hardy, who leads the country in yards with 730, 103 carries, 9 touchdowns. He's averaging 7.1 yards a carry, Rafa, and he's a great kid, and he runs angry as fuck. If you watch this kid's highlights, he's breaking tackles. And I'm going to say something. It looks like Ashton Genty with a little bit more explosiveness and speed. About to say he's a little bit taller, built like a brick house. This game not only is implications of the SEC and is Mizzou, like you said, they always have this pre-hype for some reason. But 5-0, and this, if whoever has a better game, if this kid comes out and runs for 150 yards against Alabama and they win
And wins the game.
and wins the game, this kid is gonna make it most likely to New York. Ahmad Hardy, I love him, man, and I finally pulled up YouTube and look at some of these highlights, dude. It's really impressive, and and Ty Simpson as well. He's right there, like you said, but we could not mention this kid's name And James Franklin got the wrong quarterback, man. Wrong quarterback.
Well, you couldn't get rid of Aller.
I could. I didn't like him for the longest time. And still don't. Been garbage. I'm sorry. He's been garbage.
I agree with you. I agree with you. He's been god awful.
All right, so
I like Bama
Always.
though. We're blue chip. We're gonna blue chip the Tide minus the 2.5.
all
No
right.
time.
All right. Now the biggest game of the week. Right? Nah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it could have been way bigger, but number 6 Oklahoma favored by 1.5 going into now unranked
This
Texas.
is not the biggest. game
This
of the
is
week.
not the biggest.
The
I mean,
game.
first of all,
What?
All right, it's
I
it's
d-
always the Red River rivalry, which is hard
Yes,
as fuck to
that's
say,
why.
by the way.
damn, you did that
I didn't
really
want to say
good,
it. I didn't
Rafa.
want to say it. I was waiting for someone else to
Try
say
try saying that shit a couple times.
it.
But
Did Schwarber just hit a jack?
no, he walked.
They're showing
he
highlights
walked.
of his.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, this game is always a big game, right? It's played in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. It's always a big game. Mater's coming back to play. Lined open at 3. Texas was -3. Line's now down to 1.5. By the way, so it looks like he's going to play. Dude, I can't even watch Texas football, to be honest with you. It's disgusting.
It's bad.
It's so bad.
And Rafa, you've talked a lot of shit about Oklahoma. Come on now. Come on.
I
now.
was always a Boomer Sooner. And they let me down so many fucking
You know what?
times.
Oh my God! I do remember you took fucking Oklahoma
Forever.
every fucking week.
Every week.
Have you seen the stat of 6 Oklahoma quarterbacks starting in the NFL?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
6 of them. That's fucking wild. Listen, I think Venable is throwing some smoke screens. They're practicing in a dome. They're not allowing any cameras. I mean, Mateer is coming off 2 weeks off of surgery off of his fucking hand, Rafa.
Yeah, I don't know if you're forcing this. I don't know if you're forcing it or
I
what.
think he's full of shit. I think he's bluffing. I really think he's bluffing. And if your defense is any good, you might not need him. You might not need him. But if they do have Mateer, and I hope he plays because that's who I want as my quarterback in Las Vegas. I mean, does Texas stand a shot? Did they even? I mean, it's been so bad, Rafa. It's been
It's been awful. It's
bad.
been awful. I don't even want to. Fucking
Bart Manning.
Oh, dude, Bart Manning. He's been god awful. Great play by Will Smith, by the way.
Now
Yeah.
to the biggest game of the week.
To now we'll get to the biggest game of the week. This game is I'll probably be playing golf during this game, to be honest with you. Let's be real.
Ooh, I want to play. I will be too, I believe.
So let's get on to the good shit.
I have we got number 7 Indiana going into number 3 Oregon. Oregon favored by 7.5. Over under 55.5.
Sound the fucking horn.
Ooh.
Sound the fucking horn. The fucking duck better beat the brakes off of this sorry ass fucking Indiana team. Because according to Zach, okay, which shows you how stupid this is. Oregon's at home and only favored by 7.5 against Indiana. But according to Zach, ChatGPT says that if they played Miami at a neutral site, they'd be 5-point favorites against Miami. When you're at home in college football, it's at least a 4 to 6 point edge. So you're telling me that Vegas is wrong on this, and that Indiana is actually better than Miami, is what Zach's fucking ridiculous take was. Basically, is what he was saying. If I do the math, it looks like fucking common sense. So to me, I think Oregon is going to beat the fuck out of Indiana because Indiana isn't fucking good at football. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
Listen, I pre-riled Rafa on this. I sent a video clip of Signetti talking shit and how he's fucking awesome. All he does is fucking win and drop his nutsack on everybody and how he's the best that ever happened. But here's a stat that you cannot fucking ignore. Okay. Indiana is 1-72 against top 5 AP teams in their history. And the last time they fucking beat a top 5 team was in like 67 against Purdue, the Boilermakers. Listen, Fernando Mendoza, 18 touchdowns. He has a system, he has arm talent, but Dan Lanning has talent everywhere. They have more money than fucking Jeff Bezos. And I agree, man. I agree. I like Signetti. I love him in all the detective movies that he plays. But I do believe the Oregon's going to drop their puto all over
100%.
Bloomington.
Zach, and I don't think you're paying attention, Zach, because I also said that Missouri football Tigers are not good. They're not good. Missouri's not good at football like Vanderbilt's not good at football. I said that last week. Indiana and Illinois aren't good at football either. I'm telling you right now. Oregon Ducks better beat this team by 14 fucking points because according to ChatGPT, they would only be favored by 2.5 less points in a neutral site, not even at home, against Miami, which is arguably the best team in the country. And if you've watched them play and you've watched everyone else, and we're holding Ohio State's signature win to Texas, who has 2 fucking losses, and which they only scored 14 points in that game, it's a whole lot of shit going on. But Oregon should fucking absolutely beat the fuck out of these dudes.
Matthew
Can
Roach
we
said,
all? Oh fuck! We got out of it, baby. By the way, they just showed Sandy Koufax.
I saw him.
Koufax.
They almost killed him on Entourage. I don't know if you remember that episode. Do you remember that
Yes,
episode?
of course. When you pan the camera to Sandy Koufax, sheesh, that's a big deal.
Oh yeah.
Zach said that, Matthew Rocha thinks that Indiana is going to beat the Ducks.
Listen, if Indiana beats the Ducks, it's not a good thing for the Big Ten. I'm sorry.
I have to agree with it.
It's not a good thing for the Big Ten. If Indiana beats the Oregon fucking Ducks, it's not a good thing for the Big Ten because Penn State just fucking lost to UCLA, a team that hadn't led all year, who lost to New Mexico. New Mexico, a 15-point underdog, went in there and beat them. So that wouldn't be a good thing for the Big Ten, Matthew Rocha.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be a good thing. And listen, and Rafa just tried to dispute this, but everyone knows they're going into Outson fucking stadium. And if you saw what Dan Lanning did as far as communication with his offensive line in Happy Valley, which they said you could not hear yourself think, that shit was insane. That's how it's going to be in Outson. Fernando Mendoza, like I said, talented, but you're going into Outson and the Ducks are tasting that crystal fucking shaped football. They're tasting it, Rafa, and I think it's going to be too much. It's a too much ask.
I think Oregon kills them right here. I think Oregon kills them in this spot. I think they beat the shit out of them, and Dante Moore instantly jumps to a heavy Heisman favorite.
Yeah. And
That's
let's not forget, 1-72.
You know why? Because they don't play fucking football. Why? We don't play football, so we're 1-72, and our last win was fucking
Purdue, 67.
Go.
Yes, when guys had really small shorts and only dribbled with their right hand in circles, like Bob Cousy.
Dude McBook says, according to ABBA, you should never trust a guy named Fernando. Great reference.
Man, he has fucking crazy references, man.
Going into another SEC matchup, we have number 10 Georgia, favored by 3.5, going into Auburn, over under 46.5.
By the way, Doug Sweeney, remember this game, and we remember this game because CJ sat. We were in Eddie's backyard. That's when we used to do the show at Eddie's house. And CJ sat there and tried to tell us that Colorado was going to go into Oregon and do something, and absolutely beat the crap out of them. I feel exactly the same way you do, Doug Sweeney, on this game. Yeah. I think Indiana, if Dion was the coach at Indiana, ESPN, fucking everybody would be on. The Rock would be there after his garbage ass movie premiere debuted last week. He would be on that sideline. So,
someone commented earlier. They were like, "I got to give props to Dion He took
That was
a
Dude McGoo. It was a
yeah,
joke.
Dude McBoob said it. He was like, I gotta give props. He turned a like a bad Colorado team and made them mediocre. And got
Yeah, he
everything
made,
not
out
even-
of
he
them.
made
They're
them
un-
overhyped or something like that.
They're
Overhyped,
not-
yeah.
Yeah, they're not even. They don't have a win in
Oh, here we
conference
go.
right now.
Deion Sanders deserves a promotion. He's like a mediocre Colorado team and made it overrated. He's the biggest stable genius since the orange faced fatso business genius failed bankruptcy 6 times.
Wow. Listen, thoughts and prayers to Dion. He has more blood clots. The dude has had 16 surgeries, Rafa, in the last couple of years. And
Insane.
he has done something. I'm sorry. Colorado was a laughing stock of all of college football. All right. And
We're still laughing betting against them.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just in a different way.
Listen, to be the worst to mediocre, it's an accomplishment.
Hey,
Yeah.
a boost is a boost.
Yes, for sure.
But back to the game, Georgia versus Auburn. Georgia favored by 3.5. How do you think this goes?
I don't think Auburn's as good as we think they are, as people think they are. What do you think?
I love the quarterback. They probably hit that receiver that's at Auburn. I can't remember his name. He is a first-round pick. He's a stud. But what I don't like is Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze, I feel like he is on the hot seat here. He's done some things, but Auburn is one of those programs, man, that they could be, they could be great. It's a blessing that they got this quarterback transfer. And he's really good. And they have a good defensive end. There's players at Auburn. There's players. But Georgia is Georgia. Kirby Smart.
It's Kirby, baby.
It's Kirby Smart. He's going to find a way. It's like I could talk a lot about basketball. You take the head coach and the backcourt. I think Kirby will outcoach Hugh Freeze. And that's why I really like like 3 players on Auburn, receiver, quarterback, and defensive end. They're all, going to be first round picks. But yeah, Kirby coming off a loss, man.
Well, they won last week.
Oh yeah.
They won last week, but you can't afford another loss. Georgia can't afford another loss, especially that they have. And I know they own Texas, and Texas hasn't looked good, and who knows? Texas still has talent, right? So you still have to look ahead to that game is still coming up ahead for you. So you can't afford a loss. I know you're going on the road to Auburn and all that, but you have the better coach, you have the better roster. If this game was at your place, you'd be favored by double digits. So for me, I like Georgia minus the 3 or 3.5.
Duck. I don't know if that's a true statement. Bo Nix? No,
it's 100% right, because when Bo was there, they were expected to be good.
Yeah,
they were expected to be good, but weren't good.
Cadillac Williams. I mean,
that was before camp.
I know. That's why. That was before camp.
Yeah, that was before camp.
Okay, you know what, Doug? I apologize.
I hate that you, as an SC fan, you bring up that name because that team had 4 first round picks and gets robbed of playing SC, by the way, which was total bullshit. Jason Campbell, Marcus McNeil, Cadillac, and it was Cadillac and Ronnie Brown, right?
Right, yeah, two
Cadillac
running backs
and Ronnie
taken.
Brown.
I think they were both taken in the first 5 picks.
So both taken in the first round. Jason Campbell was taken at the end of the first round. Marcus McNeil was taken in the middle with the Chargers. Jason Campbell went to the Redskins. That team was robbed. An undefeated season was robbed of playing SC, which were clearly the 2 best teams. Yeah. And they should have played for that national title. That was a BCS time.
I think after that, did they change it the next year?
No. It was a couple years.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that was a while ago. I heard Bo Nix's real name is Ernest, therefore making his name Ebonics.
Oh, man, that's good.
Dude.
Oh,
do you just come up with shit off the fucking dome? Or do you have like a joke board? That's pretty fucking good.
He has writers just all night.
I do, yeah.
All night.
We need to be on ESPN. It needs to be our writer.
Another
For sure.
game we have number 15 Michigan coming into USC. USC favored by 2.5 over under 57.5.
Oh my God, Otani with a deep fly ball caught at the warning track. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh man.
Guys, one hit in the series. The team is so good that they're up 2-0.
RBI, an RBI that sealed the fucking win. Just don't say one hit.
The guys one hit and it didn't seal the win. The game was 4-1. It wasn't. It was 4-1.
Yeah, and
It
they
didn't
scored
seal the
3
game.
fucking runs. If he doesn't get that
Yeah,
RBI, if he
Let's
doesn't
give
get that
him
RBI,
the guy's 1 for 12 in the series, and you're still managing to somehow
Schwarber is 1 for 22.
with
you're
he just
glazing.
hit a 455-foot home run, and they're losing. They're losing the series. I'm not saying Schwarber is better than Otani. Nobody's sucking Schwarber's dick the way you guys suck this little guy's tiny cock.
How do you know it's tiny, Rafa?
He's Asian. Let's roll. Ding. Let's roll.
It's a
Too
big
good.
hand roll.
Michigan USC favored by 2.5. How do you guys see this one?
I'll
Dude
say
Boom
this.
says that Michigan wins 193 if the CII doesn't interfere.
You know what, dude McBoob? I'm tired of your shit. You guys got lucky last year. A fucking 70-yard fucking run with 2 bad missed fucking tackles. SC should have fucking won that game in Ann Arbor and put it on Sherrod Moore and his fucking team. Listen, Sherrod Moore came out and said, we're not fucking taking selfies in the Coliseum. We're not glazing. We're not, what, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, the game sold out because of us. And you know what?
He's right.
He's right.
He's fucking right. As an SC fan, I want to go see Michigan play in the fucking Coliseum. It's one of those fucking things. Sherrod Moore is not wrong about this. But don't act like fucking Michigan is a superior fucking team when SC should have, could have, would have. My uncle had fucking balls. You'd be my whatever.
Damn right.
Okay. This is going to come down to quarterback play. SC has talent all over the field on offense. Probably one of the best receiving cores, 2 great backs, great tight end, and the quarterback is only getting better. I think this is another. I think Lincoln Riley is going to figure this shit out. And Sherrod Moore talking shit. It's riled up the fucking fan base. And it's
What
not like
fan base? The fucking Cholos? Get out of here.
you have
What
30,000
fan base?
students. You have 30,000 students at SC, Rafa, and they don't have to drive 27 miles. They
Right,
walk
there's no
across the
reason.
fucking street. They walk across the street. At SC, Los Angeles is a Southern Cal Trojans fan base. Half of Newport Beach will be there. They'll be having fucking sea urchin with caviar for their fucking
100% with security because they'll be in that fucking homeless, infected fucking neighborhood. Because it's god awful down there.
Show up,
dude.
Newport Beach. Newport Beach, stand up.
SC favored by 2.5, I think is the right line. I think because SC's at home. To me, I think SC wins the game. I think they win the game. By the way, 4-1.
Time out. Put that up. I've never heard that before, by the way. And if I have never heard that, that's fucking great. You know what happens when USC football players fart? Trojans fall out.
Love it. That's
pretty
fucking good, by the way.
That's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you came up with that yourself,
Magnums too.
Oh,
Magnums too.
back to the game.
Kershaw gave up a homer 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1. JT hit it out. It's all right. Dodgers will win tomorrow. Might even win this game. This bullpen sucks. But anyways,
Duran? They got Duran warming up.
this bullpen sucks. Anyways, so there's that. Although they made a great decision today and went with one of their starters after Nola, who's thrown like 70 pitches. It was a great job today by the manager. They'll still lose. Anyways, the USC, Matthew, it doesn't matter. Which is what's bad for the Big Ten is the Trojans winning, Michigan winning. It doesn't fucking matter. Both teams have one loss, but both teams aren't a real threat in my eyes. I think USC, has a better quarterback. That's only because the kid he's a kid. Give him a year to be better. Give him 2 years. He's going to be a lot better.
Listen, Rafa, if Michigan wins this game, okay, they have, and if you pull up the schedule, which I looked at, they have a nice path.
Oh, easy
to-
route. They have
to-
just Ohio State after that.
Well, no, there's a trap game before that. They play Maryland in Maryland, which
Let's
is
stop
a,
this.
a,
Let's stop this
it's a better team, and Michigan is known for doing stupid shit. Okay, okay, but now you have a quarterback who has a full season underneath him, and what did we see with Penn State against UCLA? You ran into a quarterback who was on fire. And Bryce Underwood, if you get him 5 or 6 wins before he sees Ohio State, Rafa, and you're dealing with a quarterback that who can get hot, then Michigan, watch out. Watch out.
Michigan was in my playoff, and you guys went crazy like I was nuts.
I'm just saying things had to play out. If they beat SC, which I don't think is going to happen, by the way.
I don't think so either, but I would
Yeah.
love to see it happen. Everybody knows how much I dislike USC, and the thing is they're not even good yet. I want them to be good, so my hate can actually mean something.
By the way, my actual first cousin went to USC, so
I'm fucking glad. Thank fucking God that there's one fucking Latino in in fucking LA that actually has a fucking relative that went there.
She actually looks white as hell, but she's
of course,
Puerto Rican.
shocker.
And she lives in Santa Clarita, and she's brilliant.
Not a shock at all.
Yeah.
Phillies are actually playing.
Shout out to Rebecca.
Anyway, I think it's gonna be a good game. I think there's great games this weekend in the Big Ten.
Dude, I would love to go to this game. I wish I could take you, Rafa.
I would never go there.
You would love
never
it.
go there.
You would
Turks,
love
when
it.
he said, let's talk about the SEC again. Big Ten ain't getting lucky 3 times in a row. SEC getting 6 teams in.
Nah.
That'd be good to see. That'd be crazy, though, but good to see.
Yeah.
What other games we got on tap, Eddie Money?
Last game I have on my card, we have South Carolina going into number 11, LSU. LSU's favored by 9.5. The over-under 43.5.
South Carolina, these two teams have to be disappointing. I mean, Texas at this point overtakes being the fucking most disappointing team in the SEC and probably the most disappointing team in the country, at least up until this point, right? They're 3-2. We all consider them done for now.
Yeah.
I think they can still get it going. But I'm optimistic in Arch, but not Sark. But South Carolina, fucking disappointing team as well as LSU, who everybody, Nussmeier, because some people said he might be good and his dad's an offensive coordinator here and there and not everywhere. And they've been awful as well. So yeah. I think this is an ugly game.
I've watched replays of the LSU and was it Ole Miss game?
Yes.
I was forced to sit and watch that because I have this fucking podcast. I don't like the way I don't like his balls, the way he throws the ball. It's not very pretty.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, if we're talking about 2 quarterbacks that have disappointed, other than Arch, they're probably right up there. Lenore Sellers and Nussmeier, where top 5 projections, they've been the biggest disappointments at quarterback. And Nussmeier's under a lot of pressure. They don't have a running game, so to me, I can't stand Brian Kelly, man. Bring back freaking Ed Ogeron, man. Go Tigers! Bring back Ed.
Yeah, no opinion on this game for me. I think it's going to be ugly. Do me a favor, Eddie, and look up to your screen, Ed. Look up to your screen, Ed. Look up. You see who that is, Eddie? You see that?
It's about time.
Oh, about time.
About time. That's the second one in this game.
He literally, he was 1 for 22 in the playoffs.
The playoffs just started, Eddie. This is his first series, so he's not.
No, okay. And if you go back, if you go back, he was right before the playoffs. He's been dry as fuck.
Yeah, he's been dry as fuck, and today he's unloaded. Today
Okay,
he's
well
absolutely
then give Shohei Ohtani credit for having 2 fucking home runs in the first series because he has the same
still-
amount. He
even
has the same amount as home runs as Kyle Schwarber does.
Kyle
Except
Schwarber's played 3 games. Otani's played 5.
okay,
Kyle Schwarber also has 2 hits tonight. Otani has 4 hits the entire playoffs.
and he fucking set the tone and
Tio Oscar has carried this team, Eddie, and since we're done, oh my God, you have to get Kershaw out of here. You got to pull him. He's getting a 9. Look at this. Do me a favor. Put a tent on that circus going on out there. Dun, 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 dun.
I was so afraid. I was so afraid of this, of Kershaw coming in and getting
meaningless game. The game's over already. The game is over.
It is meaningless.
They'll beat him tomorrow.
You know what though? It's gonna be just we're gonna have to deal with the Dodger. You know what? Oh God, you know what I want to fire? I want to fire baseball fans that say we should do this. Dodgers are this. This is, and you know more than anybody, Rafa. Baseball is the most difficult championship to win because baseball is so fucking fragile. It's a half an inch here. It's very weird, right? We've seen a wild card team go on a hot streak, and the Florida Marlins have fucking won championships. But for these, and it's mainly Dodger fans that I see, and they call out, we should do this and we should do that, and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. Motherfucker, you're not playing, so you don't know what the fuck you're gonna fucking do. It just fucking bothers me when I get a guy who's a Dodger influencer, has a fucking 70,000, and be like, get this fucking guy out of here. This guy needs to do this. It's like, dude, baseball's different like that, man. It's fucking different. I can't stand Dodger. We should do this and we should do that. Whatever, man.
Tough night for Kershaw. But anyways.
He might not get in another game after this, Rafa, though.
Dude, Eddie Money, we got Iowa State at Colorado, too. We got Utah at ASU. We got some Big 12 matchups that we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
Pull up some Big 12 matchups, man. With the Big 12 still a football conference, they're still part of the 4.
All right. We got Iowa State and Colorado. Number 22, Iowa State. Going into Colorado. Iowa State's favored by 2.5. Over under 52.5.
Blue chip Iowa State. They're fucking Colorado sucks dick. Dion sucks dick. He doesn't know who the fuck's playing quarterback. Who's in, who's out. Iowa State, got down early, battled back last week at Cincinnati. I thought they were going to win that game. Tough for them, but I think they bounced back this week and absolutely beat the fuck out of the Buffs in Colorado. 2.5, I think, is crazy. You have, and then after that, you have Arizona State going into Utah, which should be a good game. Both teams, I think they're both 4-1. The Big 12's wide open. The Big 12's wide open. I mean, BYU and Texas Tech. And I picked Texas Tech early to win the Big 12. And then I thought Iowa State, but my early pick was Texas Tech. And they're 5-0. Can anybody beat Texas Tech? I don't think so. Not in the Big 12. But Arizona State and Utah's always a tough team. We've always seen it.
Always.
Willingham coach. So that's going to be a good matchup. And Utah's favored by 5.5. I'd give Utah the edge here because they're at home.
Mm-hmm.
So
those non-Mormons know how to party. You just totally and went over Cincinnati. Cincinnati is a really good football team, Rafa.
They're playing
really good football team. Two great, dude. They have a bunch of transfers. Purdue. I mean, they got dudes from big schools. They have 2 really good running backs who are run the ball really hard. Cincinnati is no fucking joke. No fucking joke.
And they have 2 really good wins because Kansas is a pretty good team.
Yes.
With Daniels returning as quarterback. So they have that win, which was on the road, and then now they beat Iowa State at home. They get UCF this week at home. who UCF has struggled. They're 10.5-point favorites. The line seems a little low here. Could this be maybe a game where Cincinnati overlooks because they've had a couple tough games the last couple? So that'll be I think it's going to be a little bit tougher than people make it out to be for Cincinnati this weekend. I don't think Central Florida is a good team. I don't think they win the game. To cover the 10.5 though, after the last 2 weeks where they've gotten big wins, I think is tough. Jesus Christ, Kershaw's just getting fucking rocked.
Oh,
Thank God he got that ball. Jesus Christ, poor guy.
Yeah,
So-
it's not how you want to see it end for him.
Ugh.
But
Yeah. Doug Sweeney asked about Arizona and BYU. Number 18 BYU going into Arizona. BYU favored by 1.5 over under 47.5.
can I
Arizona-
just give a shout out to the BYU quarterback who I believe rocks the number 47, the freshman? That's who I picked to win that conference. But the quarterback rocks, I believe, 47, which I dig. In 8th grade, at quarterback, I wore the number 22 because my dad loved Doug Flutie and we're both short as fuck. But I wore 22 at quarterback because of Doug Flutie. I don't know why this kid at BYU wears 47 or 49.
He wears 47.
I dig it. I dig my quarterback wearing the number 47. And for that reason, I love me some fucking BYU Cougars.
Yeah, they played well going on the road to Arizona. Arizona is one of those teams that, last year they should have been a lot better than they were. The year before, they were good. And then they lost, they start losing these tight games at home. I think that's another one. I think BYU beats them here. What do you think, Eddie?
No, I and Arizona's played well and they have talent. But I love BYU's coach. We all know that their offensive line has a bunch of 27-year-old guys with when they go to practice, they have 3 car seats, and they're all married. They're grown ass men that don't have to soak anymore because they've already been on their mission. They get married and they have kids. And when you have kids in college, you're playing for a whole nother fucking reason. You're not playing for Xboxes and gold chains. You're playing for diapers and Gerber fucking carrots and peas.
Yeah, Arizona had a tough game at home against Kansas State, a game that they could have easily lost, and that was at home. So, and now you get the BYU, an undefeated BYU team, BYU 18th rank. I think if they pick up this win, this will get them, probably in that 14, 15 spot in there. So I think BYU wins this game. I think they win it in a close one, but I think they do win this game.
Let the soaking begin.
And then Duck Twinny asked about Florida and A&M. I actually had him on here, just forgot to bring it up. We have Florida going into number 5, Texas A&M. They're favored by 10.5 over under 46.5.
Marcel Reed, Mike Elko. Marcel Reed is very good at quarterback for A&M. A&M, I believe, is ranked 5th in defense. Defense is starting to play better. And we all know, man. We all know that the seat is not hot. It is scorching for Napier in Florida.
But that was a big win last week, Eddie.
But are you impressed?
I was impressed by the way they were able to move that offense, that Texas defensive line, how they were able to run the ball. DJ played, and by the way, last week was the first week that DJ had a full week of practice all year long.
Really?
And yes, last week was the first week, and they mentioned it throughout the broadcast in that game last week. Last week, and Napier said it. Last week was the first week that Lagway had an entire week of practice. It was the best that he had looked all year long. And so big win against Texas, right? Now you go on the road to A&M. A&M started off slow against Mississippi State, and then if we talked about it last week, we said that Mississippi State was no good, and that's my take on it. And they're not any good. A&M at home, Florida, big win by Florida, right? And we saw Florida last year as the season started to wind down. They started to get these wins, right? Can they keep getting these wins? This would be a huge win for them. Can they do it? I don't think so. I think A&M can't afford this. A&M can't afford to lose this game. And I think A&M's minus 7.5, right, Eddie Money?
It's 7.5. Yeah.
Yeah, 7.5. So I like A&M. I like quarterback Reed, phenomenal quarterback. Defense, all the units they play well, and they have big wins already. So I think Mississippi. I think A&M's going to beat them. I think they're going to beat them by double digits. To be honest with you.
I think in the end, man, Texas A&M, who's right now ranked 5th in the country, is going to be there in the end. I really do. And those weirdos in College Station, have you been to? I've been to College Station.
I've never been.
I've been. It's a religion. They have a bunch of weird traditions and a bunch of crazy shit. Texas A&M has always been a sleeping giant in my book. I think Mike Elko is the right coach for them. I think they put the fuck, as Rafa would say, the fuck to the Gators.
What time is this game at, Eddie Money?
The A&M, it'll be 7 p.m. over there.
It'll be
And
It'll be a night
Rafa,
game for them.
it'll be a night game.
we talked about Archie going into the swamp. It first
Right.
SEC road game. It was going to be a tough task.
Yeah, no, we can't even keep bringing up Texas. It's just fucking bad. It's
Yeah.
all bad, top to bottom, all the way around. Fucking offense, defense. It's just all the fucking
Rub it,
it's just
flip it.
all the disappointment. And so, but A&M, I'm with Eddie. I think they put the fuck to Florida.
Yeah.
And but listen, we believe that, and because we've seen what Florida's done to start the season. Last week, is it a testament of how bad Texas is, or how good Florida should have been, and how good the quarterback should have been? So we'll see. I mean, and that'll tell this week a lot about Florida and A&M, where they're at exactly.
For sure. This is a great litmus test, right? Like I
Oh,
agree.
yeah.
This is we'll see. I mean, but we've seen Texas struggle against, like, was it Sam Houston State or someone really
We've
fucking
seen them
bad?
struggle against a lot of bad fucking
Yeah.
teams, right?
Yeah.
So we've seen them struggle all over the place. So we'll see. A&M in a good spot here to fucking cement themselves as maybe the best team in the SEC.
Matt has some good questions.
Says, do you think Michigan State humbles UCLA, or do the Bruins keep the momentum and party going? They're playing
Line's 8.5,
without
by the way. Line's 8.5. Was that a and I'm big on this on other sports and college football, not so much. When a coach changes hands right mid-season,
Mhm.
we see it in the NBA, you see it in baseball. When the coach is the problem, usually that team comes out and gives you an impressive performance, right? I don't relate to that in college football, and I don't know why. You see it in the NFL a lot where the coach gets fired. Not that you see it a lot, but when it happens mid-season, the coach gets fired, the team, all of a sudden there's a change, right? And maybe, that's when you're like, okay, the coach was the problem. I don't know if at UCLA that it was only the coach. I don't know if it's only the coach. I think it's the roster isn't very good. Like, I don't think they're that talented. So going on the road to Michigan State, imagine not winning a fucking entire game the entire year. You beat a team that was ranked in the preseason at number 2. You beat them at home,
Mhm.
right? You didn't lead against New Mexico. You hadn't led a game. You lost to really, really bad football teams. And
Really
so
bad.
really bad football teams. How high are you right now going into Michigan State? And you're also traveling to Michigan State. It's not Michigan State's coming to you. So I think Michigan State. I think Michigan State humbles them a little bit. What do you think, Ed?
I like the Michigan State. I think it's Chambliss, or I forget the
quarterback?
Yeah.
Childs?
Oh, Childs. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's a tough task. I think it's Nico. Are you ran into Nico can run, right? He has an arm. I think Nico won't play as well against Michigan State. And a lot of crazy shit happened in that game as well for UCLA to go up early, right? There was some bounces, and then Nico just caught fire. It's like one of those weird things where quarterbacks can catch fire, and it's really hard to keep that momentum up. I agree with you, Rafa. I think the roster is depleted. A lot of people, Childs is not with a D.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's really good.
Funny.
Oh God. I think he's a good quarterback. I think they're gonna have a tough time. and Michigan State's always one of those programs that just plays solid football. I mean, they gave SC a run for their money, a run
Yeah,
for their
that
money.
was a tight game.
Yeah, so yeah, I agree, and you know what, and good for Jerry Neuheisel, big win. UCLA, as an SC fan, I was happy to see UCLA win that, and I was happy for Nico to have a good game. But you know, I think that coach at Michigan State, he's been there forever. Um, he will find a defensive game plan to not let him go off the way Nico went off. So
Yeah.
what
Plus,
is
I
Dude
think to
McBoob?
be honest with you, I think it's hard for teams like UCLA, USC, Washington, those three schools in general, for them to travel to Big Ten schools. I
Oh
feel like
yeah,
I feel like it's not tough for Oregon because Oregon's roster, their roster's more of a Big Ten SEC type of mixed roster. I think with these guys, with UCLA and USC and Washington, I feel like those three teams when they travel in the Big Ten, I think it's a lot tougher task.
can you imagine? I would love to see this. Can you imagine the difference in commuting, what Oregon does compared to UCLA? Someone said about Oregon, when you go visit Oregon right now, they were like 7, 8 years ago, when you went into their football facilities, they had like Brazilian wood. It was off the charts, the best thing, and then everyone had to catch up. I forget who it was. I saw it like 2, 3, 4 days ago, where a guy went into Oregon to go, a media guy. He goes, when you go to Oregon, there's cranes everywhere. They are upping, since people have caught up to their facilities, they're making them even better. So imagine the difference of traveling, and it's brutal, like you said, being a West Coast team, a Big Ten team, traveling all over to the East Coast. But I promise you, Oregon is probably like Qatar Airlines. It's probably they probably have their own they probably have their own cubicles and like crazy, like, right?
Best way to travel, man.
I'm assuming. Yeah, I saw little Ralphie travel like that. That little cubicle.
Best way to travel in the cubicles.
Yeah.
By the way, we didn't get to a Big Ten matchup, which Rocha just alluded to, which is a Big Ten, a really good Big Ten game. You have 4-1 Nebraska going into 4-1 Maryland. Nebraska and Dylan Raiola, Jackson Mahomes Jr. They're favored by 6.5. Nebraska, one of those teams, Eddie, in the Big Ten that could make some splash, right?
Yeah.
They're if you look at their schedule, they go to Maryland, they go to Minnesota, they get Northwestern, they get SC at home, UCLA, Penn State, and Iowa. This is a team that can very well be 10-2. A 10-2 football team, maybe
tough.
An 11-1 team, because they're toughest match.
Not a chance.
Well, Eddie, listen, with Penn State, we saw what just happened with Penn State. Let's see what happens with Penn State going forward, because that game's on the road. But they're getting an SC team at home. And so when you look at them, if they get this win, you don't think they go into Minnesota and beat them, and that'll be on a Friday night? You don't think they can go into Minnesota and beat Minnesota?
No, yeah, and Friday night weird shit happens, but yeah, they most likely.
But it is in Minnesota, and then they get Northwestern at home. That's not a very good football team, and then they get SC at home. They get that SC game at home. So I mean, and this is and then you go to UCLA, which is not a very good football team. Let's be real. They're 1-0 since they fired Foster, and then they go to Penn State and they get Iowa at home. Iowa at home. Penn State on the road. It can very well be a 10-2 football team.
Yeah.
Realistically, it can very well be a 10-2 football team winning this weekend.
So, you convinced me. You convinced me.
No, look at their schedule. I mean, if we're looking at both teams, and they're both 4-1, right? You got Maryland. If Maryland wins this week, they get UCLA next week. They come here to UCLA to Southern California, but they get Indiana at home. They got Rutgers on the road. They got Illinois on the road. They get Michigan at home. If we're looking at both teams right now at 4-1, which team is more likely to go 10-2 and make a little bit of noise is the Nebraska team based on their schedule. I think it's a little bit softer than what Maryland would have to do at 4-1.
No, point taken. You know what it is, Rafa? I'll tell you what it is that Dylan Raiola thinks he's fucking Patty Mahomes.
100%.
Which makes me hate them. And growing up as a kid, I was SC guy. But when I started playing football, I love Nebraska football. I
Of course,
love
Tommy
Tom
Frazier.
Frazier. I love Tom fucking fuck, I can't remember his name, but I love fucking Nebraska football. That was the first helmet that I got was Nebraska football. I love that you fucking on 3rd and 5, we're running option right, and can you stop it? And then Nebraska played Florida, and then I saw the spread offense, and then I fell in love with Florida football. So Nebraska was one of my first loves. Dylan Riola has ruined that for me, and they sell beer at football games now, and I think Nebraska has the most sellouts consecutive in the
They
country.
got a lot.
They love their football.
They got a lot. By the way, Penn State at Northwestern -22. I think Penn State's going to have a huge bounce back game. I think Penn State. I would not be shocked if Penn State won this game by 40.
Damn.
They should. They should. No
You have
disrespect.
to. You have to come out and make a statement, because if you're trying to get back into this thing, you have a bad. You know, the Oregon loss may not turn out to be that bad, right? Even though it was at home, the UCLA loss is really, really bad, no matter which way you cut it.
Yeah.
And so, but if you can battle back and get to 10-2 and have some big wins, and I'm not saying it'll happen. It can happen, as it can for Texas as well, because the schedule says it can happen, because you have big games coming up, right? You have big teams. You're going to have big matchups coming up. For Penn State, you really need to hunker down. You got a team in Northwestern that hasn't played good football in a good while. So I think you can go in there, smash them, beat them up, beat them by 40. You're favored by 22. Blue chip Penn State Eddie money this week -20. So blue chip, and I'm really looking forward to Nebraska. I thought Nebraska was going to be one of those good Big Ten teams this year.
Yeah.
Matt Rule's a good coach. He's always done really well in college with Temple, with Baylor. He went to the Panthers for a little bit, but he's always done really well, and he's brought Nebraska back to kind of, not what it was with Osborne there, but it's slowly climbing back a little bit. And
Tom Osborne.
They'll find their Lauren Phillips and Tommy Frazier.
Lawrence Phillips. I mean, it goes on and
What a
on.
back.
The running. Oh yeah, from Southern Cal.
Oh yeah,
And
what a back.
he'll stab your ass too.
I think he passed already.
Oh, I think he did.
Yeah, I think he
But
passed.
wearing number 1 with that face mask in the
Oh,
backfield.
so good. Very good running back.
The black shirts that God, I love.
But I think that wraps up our college football, boys.
Mm-hmm.
That does it, my friends.
Dodgers will lose today, forcing Game 4, and Phillies get their ace back. They get Christopher Sanchez. Dodgers will have Tyler Glasnow pitching for them tomorrow.
This is what's so good about the Dodgers. That they can start Glasnow tomorrow. If he gets in trouble, they can work Ohtani in. They have what is it, Sasaki, right? Or Saki or whatever, Roki or whatever his name is.
Roki, yeah.
He can come in as well. And if Glasnow gets in trouble tomorrow, I think that's who you'll see. And I'll be honest with you, I think the Dodgers win tomorrow. But listen, the Phillies ace was great in Game 1, and
Yeah.
but, at the end, like I said, when you see this Dodger lineup 3 times, when you see the same guy 3 times in the same game, you're going to be in trouble coming those 6 and 7 innings. And the Dodgers did that the first 2 games. I think today the Phillies did a good job, and they got Nola out of the game. They brought in, I think it was Suarez to kind of clean up, and he threw about 70 pitches or so.
Yeah.
And he did a great job today, and they were able to hit the baseball. But if I'm a Dodger fan, I'm not worried about tomorrow, to be honest with you.
I hate that you say that.
Really? I guess
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it because we can say that the Yankees did the same thing the other night. And they did the same thing last night. Today they come out and they had 4 hits or 6 hits. Toronto ends up having 12 hits. You had a really bad game from your leadoff man. You have the hottest hitter with the exception of Vladdy. You had the hottest hitter in the playoffs in the on deck circle, and you're taking a 3-2 pitch. The first at bat, I thought the pitch was high and inside, but the second at bat, you literally struck out twice looking with runners on and Judge on deck, and you struck out looking, and that can't happen. So the Yankees, their inability, and I think you're going to see some of that with the Phillies tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
there's
We
that.
will.
And then, real quick, we have on Friday Tigers and Mariners in a game 5. Tigers will have school ball pitching. Mariners are to be determined on their pitcher.
Bet the under on that fucking thing. Who's hitting fucking Scooble?
Nobody.
Maddie.
Nobody, by the way. By the way, man, I know a lot of people aren't baseball fans, but if you're a baseball fan, if you
It's
have
so good.
time, go back and watch Trey Turner's at bat in the last inning against Kershaw, where he sees that breaking ball. He literally slows down his swing and smacks that ball into right field for an RB 2 RBI single. It was a great at bat by Trey Turner, to be honest with you. To make that adjustment, it was a great at bat. It's Major League Baseball at its fine.
I love me some Trey Turner, man.
Oh,
Great baseball
phenomenal
player.
Oh yeah,
Great baseball player.
a great football weekend, boys. Great
Oh,
football
so
weekend.
good.
By the
So-
way, the over under FanDuel has that is 5.5.
What?
Yeah.
I've never seen a 5.5 over under.
I've seen a 4.5, and I
Who-
want to say it was the Houston Astros, and I don't remember who it was.
Randy Johnson?
It was Roger Clemens against I don't know who the fuck, and the game ended like 1-0. Like it was that fucking good.
Wow.
And I think that's what you're gonna get on Friday. I think the Mariners are gonna throw out 2 or 3 guys, and I can literally see a 2-1 ball game on Friday. I would be shocked if you got more than fucking 3 runs in that game. I really would.
Yeah.
Well, just because everyone's going to use all their best arms.
It'll be their best arms. It's a game 5. It's basically like a game 7. Assholes are tight as they are in NBA finals and game 7s in hockey and all that. The assholes are always tight. And the thing is that both of these teams are so evenly matched. Like if this was game 5 where it's, the Dodgers against somebody with a stacked lineup like this, it's a different story because one of the teams can just take off. I don't think either one of these lineups is stacked like that, and the other pitcher is just that fucking good. So I think you're going to be in for a treat on Friday. If you like pitching, I think you should be in for a good one because dude, nobody's hitting football.
Playoff baseball is great.
Nah,
All right, guys. Well, that's
All right.
episode 153 in the books.
Enjoy it.
We've covered everything. We love you guys. Thank you for everyone. Will Hanley, Doug Sweeney, Matt, always there for us. Zach, Rick Flores, everyone who
Oh, yeah, shout
participates.
out Doug for staying up till midnight with us.
Dude,
Look at Doug
big.
Sweeney, baby. I love it.
We love you, man. We love you.
Thank
Send
you,
us.
fellas.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right, fellas.
Peace.
See you guys.